Good morning. This is your wake-up alarm. 3, 2, 1.
This is Ace and TJ 5G.
Hello. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Ace. TJ. Riggins. Alexis. Tech D-Rob.
Every day.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Riggins, I feel like we just saw each other like 5 minutes ago. I was at your house yesterday afternoon having fun.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Having fun. It was.
Yeah.
I mean, we did have fun. Yeah.
What was he there, about 30 seconds?
About 40.
40 seconds?
Yeah, maybe 40.
Yeah, Riggins has had this box springs that when he moved into his house, they couldn't maneuver it around to get it upstairs to the bedroom. So it's been sitting in his dining room. He's been wanting to get shed of it. So I went and got it. We're going to use it in our Lahau. And
Thank God it's finally gone. I mean, good for y'all. We finally got that done after nearly a year.
Here's what I want you to tell them, Riggins, because you know I don't like bragging on myself, but I let other people do it, and sometimes it needs to be a little bit of a push. Have you ever seen a more thorough? What am I going to say?
A bungeeing job?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, TJ put these bungee cords on this box spring in his pickup truck, and I'm telling you, he could have driven over the Grand Tetons in a blizzard. That thing wasn't moving an inch.
TJ will super strap down something. You're like, man, hey, you got like 40 of these things. I think we're good here. Let's go.
It wasn't budging.
He's an expert at bungee cords and strapping down, but he will overdo it sometimes.
But you know why? Because I don't want to get sued.
Yeah.
Because if that thing falls out on the interstate and somebody has a wreck, and you know what, they're going to be coming after me.
Yeah.
And I don't want anybody to get hurt.
Having had something
another
fly
thing.
out of my truck and nearly kill someone on the interstate, I know y'all are shocked to hear that. It's very scary and not cool, but you know.
And then you had to go all the way back and find somebody else to load up and go mow your yard that day.
Yeah. I had that drawer fly out of my bed of my truck on going at Christmas that year. And literally, I just saw a flash in the rearview mirror and was like, and my kids start yelling, Dad, Dad. I'm like, I know. And I watched it go up into the air, and it came down and hit the interstate and shattered right in front of a car. And I pulled over, and as I got out, people were flipping me off and honking. I'm like, I know, my bad, sorry, it's on me.
Sorry.
How are you, Alexis, today? Are you fine? You in a good mood?
I am in a great mood.
Okay. I've got something that'll put you in even a better mood.
Okay, what is it?
A gift from a listener that was in the mail.
Oh, how exciting.
Yeah.
This is fun.
Alexis loves getting gifts in the mail. Well, I'm sorry.
Did you even know that one was coming?
No.
Oh.
I
Yeah,
think-
she just loves gifts in general. Is that what you're going to say?
Yeah, I was
Any
gonna,
free
let me
stuff?
rephrase that. Not just gifts in the mail, gifts in general. Although I am surprised at the last Share Funny event, you didn't say anything when that lady gave me a baby gift.
Yeah, because it's
to give
for
my
the
wife.
baby. Why would I say
Mm.
that's? Of course, you should give gifts for the baby. If it was for you, it'd be different.
But when somebody gets something for their birthday, you get upset. Like, why don't we all get something?
Because it's everybody. We should celebrate everybody's birthday like it's our own. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah. And again, since she wasn't allowed to celebrate her birthday for 18 years, the first 18 years of her life, or 17 years, whatever. Was it all the way 18?
Yeah.
You didn't celebrate your birthday till you were 19. Mm-hmm. So she's just making up for it that way, trying to piggyback on everybody else's
Yeah.
birthday.
That's true. Essentially, this is like your 13th
yeah.
year of celebrating
Exactly.
birthdays. Yeah.
But we're not the ones that kept you from having a birthday. So don't take it out on us by taking our birthday presents.
You guys don't even like your birthdays.
We just,
Y'all don't even like your birthday.
Well, no, it's not that we don't
it's a
like
waste.
it.
It's a waste of a birthday if you're not gonna like live it up.
well, it's just
So I'll do it for you.
we don't make a big deal about it. Like, okay, it's a birthday. You just keep going. You got stuff to do.
And men really shouldn't make a big deal about their birthday, no matter how old they are. Once they're past, say, 22, 23, you know, men on their birthdays should be like, oh, okay, oh, thank you, and then move on. Not even say, hey, it's my birthday. Do this on my birthday. I can't believe you're doing this on my birthday. Or I didn't get what I want for my birthday. Nah,
Well, then if you
Come
don't
on.
care, then that's why you should give me your gifts.
it's not that.
Because I'll enjoy them way more than y'all would.
Yeah, all right. Well,
might-
my next birthday gift I get that fits you, I'll give it to you.
I love it.
Next shirt.
Now trending on the Ace and TJ Show.
So right before the show started, Alexis brought this to my attention, but I had seen this. There's a new mugshot of Alex
Murdoch.
And he looks like he's smirking in this new mugshot.
Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah, as soon as his sentencing was over, and they talking about he shaved his head and he was smirking in the picture and all.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he got yellow coveralls on now.
Got yellow on this
So
time.
does that mean something different, yellow, or does it just?
Well, they moved him to the safest part of the prison that he's at for
I
his
saw-
own safety.
Why? He ought to be holding somebody's pocket by now.
I saw a TikTok where a guy who just got out of prison FaceTimed. He's in the prison where Alex Murdoch is, and he FaceTimed a guy that's still in the prison that's his friend, and was talking about everybody knew that Alex Murdoch was coming to that prison, and he goes, everybody's waiting. We're excited to see him.
That's crazy.
Not like we're excited to see him because we're going to get him,
Yeah.
but like we're excited to see him. We're just going to see I'm curious to see how people treat him when he gets here, that kind of thing. It was kind of creepy. Like they were letting him know it might not go well when he gets to prison. So that's probably the reason they've put him in the safest part of the prison.
But why?
Right, he deserves
It's
whatever
prison.
he gets.
I
They
know.
ought to send him to that new El Salvador prison.
They
is where They ought to
should.
send him.
And he's bald now. He fits right in.
Yeah.
That's all it takes.
Sean Kemp is trending this morning. He was arrested on Wednesday and booked in a Washington jail. There's video. TMZ has it. He's a former NBA player.
The Rain Man.
Yeah, I mean, he was a, MVP plenty of years. Stopped playing in the 90s. But he was. It appears that he is shooting at somebody in a parking lot. Ooh. And
Ooh, that's not good.
yeah, TMZ's got the video. It's kind of wild. It looks like it's some sort of parking dispute, but you can't tell from that far away. But it is pretty clear that there is a very large man. It's always easy to point out the NBA players because they're huge.
Yeah.
But he's standing towering above this other car, and it looks like he's firing a shot at close range at another car.
There are a
So he
lot
was
of
arrested.
athletes and former athletes who are in trouble these days over guns. Like, all in the last week. This is like the fifth story where of somebody with a gun.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You need to bring it down a notch.
I know. It seems that way, doesn't it?
See, when you first started that story, I thought, oh my God, the governor of Georgia has been arrested. His name's Brian.
Brian Kemp.
Sean
Yeah, he
Kemp, the
might
Rain Man.
Yeah. And then today is National Meatball Day, so nothing wrong with that.
Ooh,
Love meatballs.
I love spaghetti and meatballs.
Yeah, throw them in some spaghetti. Throw them on a sub sandwich.
An
I mean,
appetizer with a little toothpick on it.
yeah.
Yeah, those are the only kind of meatballs I like, the little ones as an appetizer. I don't like spaghetti and meatballs.
Oh, I love spaghetti.
I'd rather have meat in every bite without having to cut into that big ball.
Yeah. And some people just get the meatball, like in an Italian restaurant. You can just get the meatballs, and I never really got that. I want the pasta
Or
too.
the meatball bowl at the Renaissance Festival. Ooh, I love
Meatball
that.
But a lot of times I would like less pasta and a few more meatballs.
Okay.
Like, if you get like
Yeah.
4 meatballs and a big boatload of spaghetti, let's say,
Yeah.
I would like, I'll trade you. Take half the spaghetti away and put 3 more meatballs in.
More
there.
meatball.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure the meatballs are more expensive, blah, blah, blah. But still, I would trade. The meatballs are my favorite part of the spaghetti.
Oh yeah.
And cheese on top of them.
Yeah.
He's dying. Alexis is dying.
When they grate the
So
cheese
good.
right there, I want them grating the cheese right there at the table,
yeah,
put it, sliding it right on the
When
right
they
on the
like
meatball.
bake them, melted the cheese on top, and then put the grated cheese, it's just
Yeah.
heaven.
Yeah, when I was poor the first time, I used to love that Subway meatball sandwich,
Yeah.
and that was a splurge. You had to go to Subway and get that meatball sandwich.
When I worked at Subway, I used to just put meatballs inside of a cup and just eat them all day.
Really? I would do that.
That was the best.
Hey, you know what else is good? What I love, those turkey meatballs that you can buy in the store, like you put them in it and heat them up. Man, I can take a whole thing of those, just throw them in the pan and throw them in the microwave and heat those boys up and
Or the
throw some
meat-
barbecue sauce on them
Hey.
and go to town.
Ace loves turkey balls.
Turkey balls.
You heard it, America.
That's right.
You heard
We
it.
love turkey balls.
But imagine you walk into Subway and there's just this little girl eating meatballs out of a cup.
Out of a styrofoam
Yeah, and you're
cup.
like, I'm gonna go. Actually, I was actually thinking about Arby's anyway, so I'm just gonna dip.
You know, I would have a problem with working there. I wouldn't be eating the meatballs like that. I would just be snacking on the bread the whole day. I would just be getting those Subway white sub rolls.
Or just what there's
And eating them.
like if you work at a Subway, there's sliced turkey there
Yeah.
all the time.
I used to eat pizzas. I used to make my own type of pizzas and make all types of crazy combinations and just eat pizza all day. Oh, it was the best job.
Your Subway never made any money, actually.
Yeah, because that's theft, right? That is that's
Nah,
actually
they
theft.
knew that I was doing it. They were
That's
cool
why
with
we
it.
don't have the $5 footlong anymore.
That's actually what they called her. She ain't nothing but a foot tall.
So those are just a few things that are now trending.
Well, you heard it here first. And we're going to give credit where credit is due next, because one man told us yesterday, one man went against the rest of the entertainment world. And turns out he was 100% right. We'll give you the details next.
The Ace and TJ Show. Want to see your business on Ace TJ TV? Contact us now at acetj@acetj.com. The show will be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
Your little, don't call him my boyfriend, made a new friend yesterday. And he was all excited about it,
He
right?
was so excited. He sent me a text message.
And he doesn't have many friends here in North Carolina because he's from New York.
Yeah.
And all of his friends are there. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So he texted me yesterday, and he's like, hey, I made a new friend. So I called him because I was like, it better not be a woman friend. I don't like that. So I need clarification.
Okay.
So I called him. He's like, yeah. He was like, I was at the grocery store, and this guy just came up to me and asked me if I played sports. And he was like, we got to talking, and he works here in Charlotte, and we exchanged numbers and blah, blah, blah. So I was not trying to ruin his excitement or his fun. I don't know, babe. I was like, I think that he might be interested in something else.
Like he may have been flirting with him.
Yeah.
And, like,
Do you play sports?
Yeah, who says that, right?
Well,
Y'all,
I mean, it's
y'all
like,
don't
you
do
know.
that?
Well, I've told guys in stores and all before I've come to them and say, hey, wow, you've got the body of an athlete. So it's kind of the same thing.
It's a little strange to me.
Here's my question, though. Do you play sports? I would think would normally lead to like, hey, we're looking for, we're trying to pick up one more player for our softball team or for our basketball team or something. But that didn't follow. It was just the opening line was, do you play sports?
Yeah, I don't know if the guy has some type of league or whatever the case was, but that's still weird to me.
But you said that guy that approached him is an athlete. He played college football.
He played college football, yeah.
Yeah.
But still, would you go up to a guy and just be like, hey, do you play? I don't know. That just seems odd
No,
to me.
that wouldn't be my first thing that I would say to someone that I saw as a stranger in the store.
And at the grocery store, out of all
That's
places.
very true. Very true.
I would get it if it was like at a sporting store.
So you didn't tell him any of this?
I did. I said all of it to him, and he told me I ruined everything.
Yeah, which is what you tell me all the time.
I wonder where he got that from.
Look at the twist that took place there.
And I told him, I said, listen, I'm just trying to make sure that you're okay. Like, you're good.
Yeah,
Like,
so
you know what's going on.
If he were at Academy Sporting Goods or something and he's overlooking at the golf clubs and all, that could be hey, you play golf?
Yeah.
How often do you play? I don't get out there like I used to. I got a baby now, and my wife's on to me about being gone too much, whatever. That kind of thing could strike up a conversation. But just walking up to somebody in the produce section,
That's what I'm
going,
thinking.
Hey, wow.
That's where I imagined it in my head. It happened.
You look very, very fit and coordinated.
And if he was wearing those little joggers that he wears, I don't know.
All right, so
That does seem odd for there not to have been a follow-up of, so we're looking for a guy to play on our softball team if you're
Right.
interested, kind of thing. That I would totally understand, because you see a guy and think, I bet that guy's good. You just want the best players.
Yeah, but he was so, like, he sounds so deflated after I just ruined this thing for him.
but he doesn't need to have it ruined. Let him find out. The guy may be just a normal guy. It may just be the way he starts conversations with people.
I don't know.
What do you think, Riggins?
I think it's totally normal.
Really?
Yeah, at 100%.
I wouldn't go up to a girl and be like, hey, and I don't know. I just wouldn't do that.
I don't know.
Women go up to each other and say things like, "Oh my girl, I love your hair," or that top you're wearing is so cute. Where did you get that? I mean, strangers who are women will say that kind of stuff to each other, and that's pretty much the same kind of thing. It's like he just approached him about some man thing about sports.
I don't think that is that common at all. I don't think that's common at all, just to walk up to some guy and go, hey, you play sports?
No,
and
it's
just
not.
start a conversation with him?
Yeah.
It seems weird to me.
It's not common, but I can see where maybe he's not used to approaching people and all that. So how are we going to find out? He's going to start the friendship with him and pursue it?
Well, I asked him yesterday because I had an event last night, and so after I left, I said, "Hey," I was like, "Did you text your friend yet? Have you guys texted
Like,
yet?"
this is why guys can't have friends, because he makes a friend and she's like, gay! It's like, okay,
That's a good point. That's a valid point, Regan.
gay.
Yeah, and now she's mocking him. Doesn't
Yeah.
even know.
Oh, is it your friend? Is it your boyfriend? Oh, you're gonna make out? It's like, shut up. You haven't even you're like in your pajamas, like your hair's in a dirty bun. He's like, yeah, because I'm tired of hanging out with you. I gotta make like an actual friend. I'd be thrilled. Get away from you. Got like Cheeto dust on your fingers. Is it your boyfriend? Shut up.
Go hang out with your friend.
So,
Exactly. How's your friend doing?
Yeah.
How you doing?
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
This lady is a mom, and she say that she thinks there should be kid-free movie theaters. No kids in the movie theaters.
Not bad.
And she said it doesn't matter what the movie is. Like, even if adults, like, Rob wants to go see an animated movie or something, there should not be kids allowed into it. You could go with that, couldn't you, Rob? You don't like kids?
No, I do not.
He just admits it. No, I do not. I do not like children.
And you know why it is? I think I figured out why Rob doesn't like children.
Why?
Is because they are, with the things that they find fun and entertaining and all, they are his peers, and he doesn't play well with others, and so that's why he doesn't like children, because he's not good at sharing. Like, he wants all the comic book movies to himself. He wants all of the animated T-shirts to himself. He doesn't want any of the other little kids having them.
That's an interesting point.
I feel like they're ruining everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kids are crowding his world because they like the same things.
How dare
So
they?
it would seem like everywhere Rob would go for some fun, he would run into a bunch of kids that he doesn't want to be around, because everything he does is built for children.
It's very interesting.
So he lashes out.
I should be selling that lemonade, not you.
No.
But he would want to sell it from inside the house.
Yeah.
And they have to leave
go.
it. He would leave it outside, like, come get it at this time.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
leave the money.
Leave the money.
Right. On the honor system.
I think it's maybe because he's scared that when he's going into his world, which is a childlike world, that the other children are going to beat him up. You remember? Because he was scared to go outside to those 9-year-olds that were taunting him on the doorbell camera.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
You're afraid of physical violence from a 9-year-old, Rob?
I mean, I don't, because I can't hit him back. So
Oh, that's what it is. Mm-hmm. Rob, you
I'll
wouldn't
go
even
to
hit it.
jail if I hit him back. So I don't
You
want
a
to get
punk.
involved.
But think about how many tender moments of joyous tears Rob has probably had interrupted in one of his movies by some child yelling out or something.
Yeah.
The kid speaking out when Spider-Man is turning back into Tobey Maguire or whatever. It's rough. Now I understand him, and I get it. Yeah, I get it.
The kids are crying. He's crying. Like,
Exactly.
everybody's crying.
Yeah. And he's afraid they're going to get all the chicken tenders at the concession stand.
They're moving
All the
in on
nuggets.
everything that he loves. He just can't
Everything.
get away from them.
Everything.
The Ace and TJ Show is now your favorite radio and TV show in the morning. Stream us anywhere on our YouTube channel at Ace TJ TV. This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Here's something cool that also makes me a little jealous. You can watch the show live on YouTube. Ace TJ TV is our YouTube channel. And a member of the radio family named Casey just checked in and said, "Good morning. Just arrived in Cozumel."
Ooh, nice.
Man,
I wish I was in Cozumel.
that's dedication, though. She just got to Cozumel, and she's spending her first morning in Cozumel watching us on YouTube.
Yeah, girl, I appreciate it, but you go to the pool.
It's
Go have
dark.
fun.
It's dark.
dark.
And you should be pronouncing it Cozumel, Alexis,
Cozumel.
because you're Hispanic.
Don't be telling me how.
That's the way. Tell her, Rob.
You should know better.
It's Cozumel.
Rob, our Spanish expert.
Yeah,
Cozumel.
for Hispanic speaking people. I speak Hispanic sometimes. Cozumel.
Okay.
Like, watch this. Cilantro.
Wow.
You see there? Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm fluid in it.
That made me feel kind of sexy. It was good. So,
Hey, baby girl. Cilantro.
credit where credit is due. Yesterday, the entire entertainment world was talking about this.
You're on a game show right now.
Kevin Hart and Nick Cannon are coming to E for the mother of all game shows.
Having my baby with Nick Cannon.
They said it was a new game show. They couldn't believe it. People were outraged. And Riggins said, this is not true. And I said, Riggins, I know I believe you, but I've seen it posted on 3 different entertainment channels. I saw it again yesterday afternoon. 3 different places posted this with no mention whatsoever that it was not true. And Riggins just said, it can't be true. It's just not true.
Yeah.
Turns out you are 100% correct because this is what they put out yesterday.
I got you. Having my baby with Nick Cannon is not real, y'all. But my new E show with Kevin Hart, Celebrity Prank Wars, is real.
Yeah. See, so it was the teaser for a
Yeah.
show. It's exactly what Reagan said it was. In credit, nobody else reported that as this may be a prank or they just
Yeah, I assumed it was a skit or something
Yeah.
because there's just no way that they would be. I mean, talk about being canceled. You're having women compete to just not be a wife. Like, Who Wants to Marry Joe Millionaire or whatever it is. This is, do you want to get pregnant by Nick Cannon?
Yeah.
Like, there's just no way.
But
they
in
would do that.
the world we're living in,
I
it's
get that.
believable.
I understand that there's some dramatic stuff happening, but I just feel like
Right.
that is maybe too much for the American people.
I
Thankfully.
could tell by the you remember I said the voiceover.
Voiceover, yeah.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
was too yucking it up in the voiceover thing.
This new show might be funny. I mean, so they're gonna be doing pranks on celebrities. So it's like, what's his name show?
Punked.
Punked,
Yeah.
kind of.
This is like
Ashton
the
Kutcher.
fifth.
Except Ashton Kutcher is not a despicable racist
Yeah.
like Nick Cannon
Thinking about
is.
that,
Kevin
Alexis?
Hart's funny.
I'm disappointed in Kevin Hart.
This is like the
hitching
fifth
his wagon
different.
to such a disgusting racist.
This is like the 5th different prank a celebrity show that's been out since Punk'd went off the air. It seems like every couple of years, like every 3 years, somebody comes up with a new celebrity prank show.
Yeah, and it's
I've
on
never liked
NBC.
any
And nobody cares. Yeah, it's going to be on NBC. It's not going to be as good as anything. They're going to water it down and not make it as funny.
I've never liked a prank show.
Oh,
Except the original Candid Camera. I like that because that's good.
yeah.
But the way because most of them go on too long, you can tell some of it is staged. The people break character too much, and it's just
Yeah, I thought Punk
It's
was
not
really
good.
funny when it first came out. First couple seasons were really. Then it seemed like when you had to keep doing it, you ran out of ideas. Like, you had to find different ways to rehash it. But for the first couple seasons, it was really funny.
the thing that it brought us. The best thing Punk'd brought us was Dax Shepard.
That's right.
Yeah.
And y'all know why? Y'all know why I didn't like Punk'd?
One.
Call the yelling. Ashton Kutcher yelling in the camera.
He do
a
be
lot
yelling.
in his Von Dutch hat.
I love that.
He's screaming. I get
So these 2 guys were filming a podcast in a Houston coffee shop on Saturday, which seems weird to me anyway. If you're filming a podcast inside of a coffee shop while stuff is going on, I don't understand that. And something rather interesting happened right behind them.
Quiet in here. How did I?
Yeah. I mean, this car comes slamming through the window. Their backs are to the window. The car hits the brakes at the last second, but goes bam right into the window and actually bumps one of the guys out of his seat into the table. And that is happening directly behind them with absolutely no clue that it's coming.
in here.
Yeah.
How did I?
It's wild.
And thank God the driver of the car hit the brakes at the last second
Right.
because it would have killed somebody if it had come through fully.
That guy though is so chill. Like he's so chill the entire time.
it was staged.
It's fake.
I'm kidding.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
music can bring out so many different emotions in us.
Sorry.
What was that?
I'm trying to tweet it out for everybody so they can see it.
So, music can bring out so many different emotions. It can make us happy, it can make us sad, it can make us joyous, but music can also be extremely educational, as I learned last night. And maybe it was educational and still is for you next.
The Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace 5G.
My wife Jody and I went by Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture the other day, one of their locations in the Lake Norman area of North Carolina. And Katie was in there, and Katie runs the place, and she's looking at me and she says, "Whoa, you look hot." And I said, "Well, thanks. I've lost a couple of pounds here or there since the last time you saw me." And she goes, "No, I mean like you're sweating." And she said, "Come over here and check this out." And they have mattresses, a line of mattresses called the Lake Norman Chill. And it's the type of mattress that kind of forms around your body, but it's got this special technology that keeps it cool all through the night. And so she put us on that. And kind of chilled out. It's probably the most comfortable mattress I've ever been on. It's great, absolutely great. And so whether you need bedroom furniture, mattresses, box springs, living room furniture, accessories, Lake Norman has all of the locations of the Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, and they can serve the Charlotte area completely, all of it. So go to acetj.com/mattress, acetj.com/mattress to check out Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
I don't want to tell people what to do specifically ladies, but maybe, just maybe, it's time we dial it back a notch when it comes to true crime stories, podcasts, all that kind of stuff. Because everything is not a true crime podcast. Sometimes things just happen. I'll give you an example. My wife is way into, true crime podcasts, and everything is a potential true crime podcast. Maybe I should call the cops about this kind of thing.
Oh, good.
For example, when we lived uptown at Uptown 550, there was right across the street a parking lot, and a car that sat in that parking lot that was full of junk for months. Months and months and months. And she was determined, now this is during COVID, she was determined there's a dead person in that car. and we need to call the cops. And I said, Amanda, there's a guy that sits in that parking little shed right there every day. He's about 4 parking spots from that car. He's aware it's there. If he thought there was a dead body there, he already would have called somebody. So our next door neighbor is a lady who is divorced. She and her daughter live next door to us, and her ex-husband lives very close by, and you see him all the time over there, that kind of thing. So it's spring break, and he's been coming over to walk the dog several times a day, take care of the dog. You see him outside with the dog, that kind of thing. And the other day, Amanda's determined. She goes, I'm going to keep an eye on this because something fishy might be going on over there. I've only seen him for a couple of days. I said, it's spring break. It could be that they're not home. And he's just coming over being a good person and taking care of the dog and everything. She goes, well, I haven't seen the little girl either. I said, it is a possibility that she took her daughter somewhere on spring break. I was like, you've got to reel that in a little bit. She goes, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give him a couple of days into next week, and if I don't see anything, I'm going to call the cops. I said, you're not calling the cops. We're not doing that. We're going to wait and see what happens. There's no reason to believe any foul play has taken place next door.
I'll give it to you.
Yeah, she's like, okay, I'm just going to keep an eye on it. All right, that's fine, whatever. You keep an eye on it.
Silence is violence, though. Remember that. See something, say something.
I won't say anything.
That blood's on your hands now.
Yeah.
So if you thought something was wrong with a neighbor, you wouldn't.
I'm not getting involved.
Yeah, me either.
I'm not. I don't got time for that right now.
Mind your business.
And we know Riggins would. Riggins has already said that for years.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
But so if you thought a neighbor was in distress, you'd stay out of it?
I'm like, I don't know anything. My ears don't work. Or my eyes.
Ace TJ 5G. Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
And the question is, which show member would you least trust with your darkest secret? And things have changed since I originally brought this up earlier in the week. Things have changed. Who would you least trust with your darkest secret? Right now, in the lead, with 35% of the vote, is Alexis.
Really?
They would least trust you with their darkest secret.
I wonder why.
Well,
I don't tell anybody secrets.
Maybe they figure because far too often you don't have complete control of your faculties.
Mm-hmm.
You think that could be it, Riggins?
Your faculties are out of order.
Yeah.
I always assume that means like pooping on yourself. Couldn't
not what it
control
means.
his faculties.
Your faculties.
It doesn't mean that.
Pooping yourself.
What is that?
Control my faculties.
Incontinence.
Incontinence, yeah. I was thinking that's the same thing. Are they pooping on themselves? No, it's not.
No,
really
what
bad.
are you talking about? No.
It's really bad, really bad. All his faculties are right there in his bed.
But speaking of pooping on yourself, Ace is runner-up in this poll.
Thanks.
A close second, but Alexis with a hearty lead.
But I predicted, when you mentioned this the other day, I predicted I would win because I am bad to share things on the radio, and I try not to.
Exactly. He actually has data and proven facts that he can't keep a secret.
But I've gotten better at it as I've gotten older.
Because no one's told you their secrets.
I wish I could remember that secret about you. I would tell him.
Secret.
That's losing control of your faculties right there. That's what that is.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
I know I got the bag. Everybody wanna be like me. I know I got the bag. Everybody wanna be like me. Yeah. Everybody wanna be like me. Yeah.
This is the Ace and TJ Show live on Ace TJ.
I don't know how people have this much time, but I appreciate them when they do, because somebody took a bunch of different artists, just singing, yelling, shouting, whatever, the word yeah in a song, in different songs, and strung them all together to make a brand new song. Isn't that stupid?
It kind of works there at the beginning.
It's so stupid, but it makes me laugh every time. And try to pick out who it is. Look, just do the first couple here and see if you can pick out who the. We'll do the first few and see if you can pick them. Yeah. So it's
John.
in order: Taylor Swift, Usher, Michael Jackson, Dua Lipa, Van Halen, Nirvana. They don't have Usher listed. Yes, I'm sorry. I said Usher second. Snoop Dogg and Metallica. I think it's about as far as we made it.
You know, Gen Zs make fun of the Usher's song, yeah. Not make fun of the song, but they make fun of people who always want to hear it. It's like, we're gonna take it back for y'all, and then it's always dun, 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 dun.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
it's true.
You know, millennials love that.
They love that song.
It's a jam, no?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a good song.
Last night, we had dinner with a friend of my daughter's. Her name is KK, and I don't know how it came up in conversation, but we were playing music bingo, and something happened while we were playing the music bingo. What?
Her last name doesn't start with a K, does it?
It does not.
Okay, that's good.
It does not.
I'm like, oh, that's who you were hanging out with?
Yeah, it doesn't. But I forgot how it came up, but KK pointed out that she learned how to spell the word dinosaur from Kesha.
Is that a song?
There's a Kesha song where she spells out
Dinosa. You are a dinosaur.
Yeah.
That's a Kesha song?
One more
it's
time,
about an
Rob.
old guy at a club.
Yeah.
Dinosa. You are a dinosaur. Yeah, see?
And it's almost like a chant that they clap along.
Oh, my goodness.
Like,
No.
tum, tum.
I get why Gen Z hates us so much.
I love Kesha.
And then, and my wife Amanda chimed in. She goes, "Oh yeah, anytime I'm making like a grocery list, and you write down bananas." She goes, I go to Gwen Stefani. BANANAS.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What have you learned from a song? It could be spelling. I don't know if there are any math problems in songs. A great lesson you've learned from a song. For example, great lesson I learned from a song. Belle Biv DeVoe taught us in the early 90s. You never trust a big butt and a smile. I mean, it could be anything. But something you have learned from a song. It doesn't have to be spelling. Now that's the big one that most people are going to is the spelling. But I'm also curious about what lessons you might have learned from a song, like never trust a big butt and a smile.
Or Rick Springfield said, "Don't talk to strangers." That's a valuable lesson.
That's a very valuable lesson. Don't talk to strangers. Rob, you had one. You said you had a lesson you learned from a song.
Yeah, hold on. It's Webby, independent, INDEPENDENT. Do you know what that means? That's just how you learn how to spell independent.
And to be independent.
Well, it's for me that didn't really work.
Yeah. So, what lesson have you learned from a song? Could be spelling, could be math, could be anything. Now, from a song, not a Schoolhouse Rock song, because obviously that's Schoolhouse Rock was created for that sort of thing.
Not children's songs to teach lessons.
Right, like just hit songs by popular artists that have taught you some lesson. At the Ace TJ Show. We've got a bunch of these already. They're pretty good. We'll get to them next.
From the Calitrin Studios, this is the Ace and TJ Show. Find out more about Calitrin at acetj.com/weight loss. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes. You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. Ace TJ 5G.
All right, we have a new part to our big giant corporation here. It's called Ace TJ Media. So if you have a business you'd like to advertise, we can get you hooked up, because we'll do it. We'll do it at a price that you would think is just like highway robbery. You're like, I'm gonna have to back up to do this deal. I can't look you in the face. Ace and TJ, I can't even look you in the eye and take this deal. It's so good for me. So go to acetjmedia.com, see what all we got up there.
I need to make an apology to one Alexis. And I mean this because a few weeks ago, well, let me take you back. About a year ago, she brought in a houseplant into our studio, and it wasn't the proper pot for a houseplant. It had no holes in the bottom. So it's just, I watched it die next to me, and I said, I'm going to take it home. I'm going to give it some light, give it some water. Well, that was 3 weeks ago. It is officially DED dead. So whatever you were doing kept it alive
Yeah,
for
because
over a year.
it wasn't supposed to get. It didn't need a lot of work. It's an office plant.
I know, but it was pitch black in here. I just assumed a plant has to have some kind of sunlight, and I said, maybe it'll grow huge. And within 3 weeks, I mean, dead.
So
I don't have any plants.
Do you think it got too much sunlight and that's what killed it?
Maybe.
Yeah, you like traumatized it.
I guess I did.
Did you water it, Riggins?
No.
Oh.
But you're not even supposed to water it.
that
really.
much. I knew what I was doing, but I was like, all right, go ahead.
I think, well, some of it was dying.
Well,
So
that's what happens sometimes.
Sometimes things be dying.
Yeah, parts of it
just
die.
dies.
And then it grows again.
But I assumed it was your lack of plant knowledge, but it turns out, whatever you guys, far more than what I got, because it died.
So
quick.
that thing was in here in the dark, essentially, for what, a year?
At least.
And you
Since
take it
we
home
moved
and
in
kill it
here.
in a couple of weeks?
Days. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I did to it, but I was wrong.
That
You were
plant
right.
had been passed.
Yeah, I mean,
It had passed.
it was.
It had like
struggling.
one leaf that was maybe a little crunchy. That was it.
I think it was juicy.
What, so you're saying, TJ, the plant was dead already?
No, I'm just saying, that sounds a lot nicer than the plant died. Say it passed.
It passed.
had passed.
Yeah, it had been
It
passed.
has crossed
R.I.P.
over.
plant.
You know,
Dang.
you know that plant had passed.
Yeah. So I'll bring
Well-
the pot back because I don't know where you got the pot. But
Right.
Maybe she can get us another plant.
I mean,
I'm thinking she should be an expert on growing plants. You know what
I
I'm saying?
am. That's
Yeah.
why I told you guys.
I mean, but we didn't have any heat lamps or anything to shine on that one.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
They didn't have stuff to make a little visqueen
Right.
tin around it.
Yeah, I didn't
Nothing
know.
to hide it from the police.
Whatever.
Just you and us. This is ATJ 5G.
Music has the power to heal. It has the power to make us laugh, make us cry, and also to educate us. Lessons you've learned from songs. And again, not Schoolhouse Rock, or not some song that your teacher taught you specifically to teach you how to do the quadratic equation or something. They're like popular songs. For example, Aaron said, I learned how to spell trouble in the first grade thanks to Travis Tritt. In the 90s, he had a hit called Trouble.
Oh, that's
I
a good
smell
one.
Trouble.
I said, hey.
Wasn't that an Elvis song?
Yes. Rob, you're on fire today because a lot of people chimed in and said they learned how to spell independent from Webby and Lil Boozy also.
I mean, that was 2008, and it still sticks with me to this day.
Devin said glamorous and delicious, thanks to Fergie and the Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah. That's
true.
That cleared up a lot of spelling questions that she had as well.
Yeah, that's the mark of a true musical writing genius. Is several of your songs spell out words in the, especially when you say something to the something, like A to the C to the E. That's brilliant.
I don't know, would y'all count this one? Michelle said the order of the planets and a little fact about them from Blue's Clues. But that was I would probably think the song was built around the order of the planets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But Tiffany does say the Caillou, and that's the Caillou theme song. I know TJ's always hated this show. Taught her that growing up is not so tough, except when you've had enough.
Oh, that's so true, though.
Because it doesn't have to be spelling. It can be just lessons you've learned. Like Susie said, music, this song taught her, don't fall in love with a dreamer. That's a great lesson. Let's see. You said like the alphabetical order for the 50 states doesn't count, but Melissa says, I am directionally challenged, but the theme song from Beauty and the Beast has been a lifesaver. Certain as the sun rising in the east.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And somebody watching on YouTube said her daughter learned, Lori said, my daughter learned left and right from Fins by Jimmy Buffett, because there's a hand thing you do. You got fins to the left, fins to the right. And you hold your hands over your head like a shark and do it. And that's how her daughter learned her left from her right. What, TJ? Why are you laughing at that?
Because I learned from the rock group Bad Company that there's no smoke without a fire.
Excellent.
There's no smoke without a fire. And I know nobody knows that song. But it's fantastic.
Jay said it wasn't me, but my best friend / roommate at the time in our early 20s learned a very valuable lesson. The lesson he learned was girls don't want no scrubs. He had that realization as he was riding the passenger seat of my car because he didn't have a car of his own or a driver's license.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
So that's a great lesson that he learned. Just spelled it right out there for him. Somebody learned all about the YMCA from the song YMCA. Young man. They learned what goes on at the YMCA, I guess. And I don't know how many people will get this one. I'm sure TJ will. Mindy says, my third grade teacher taught me about the Battle of New Orleans from the song The Battle of New Orleans. It's a song all about the Battle of New Orleans. But
I didn't even know there was a Battle of New Orleans.
Yeah. Fired once more and they came. How does it go?
Well, it's about two guys fighting over a prostitute and a bottle of whiskey.
That is not correct. That is not
I was like, that sounds about right.
That is not true.
Biggest battle in New Orleans history.
I'm like, that sounds like a lit song. Jamming.
A couple of spelling ones. Aretha Franklin taught Casey how to spell respect, R-E-S-P-E-C-T. And Molly says the Bay City Rollers taught her how to spell Saturday, S-A-T-U-R-D-A-Y.
Which is the only listenable part of that song.
Is it bad?
Hell yeah.
It really is. Let's see. Somebody learned how to spell baloney from the Oscar Mayer theme song.
It's a great one.
Baloney has a...
Yeah,
because it's a stupid spelling.
Yeah, it is.
It really is a dumb spelling.
Makes no sense.
Yeah. And somebody said, I don't know if this counts as a song, but this got them through spelling aggressive in school. The cheer, B, aggressive, B-E, aggressive. Was it B-E-A-G-G-R-E-S-S-I-V-E?
I think it's B, aggressive.
Well, the same could be said if people didn't know how to spell the word ugly. U-G-L-Y, you ain't got no alibi.
Yep.
Yeah.
You ugly. Hey, you ugly.
Would they still be allowed to do that cheer today?
Oh, no.
Or would they frown on that?
Yeah, because too many people are.
So they had to stop
Everybody
doing
would be
it.
offended. Yeah, there are a lot more ugly people today than there were back in the 80s.
Yeah.
On average.
Do you think they could? Can you do that as a cheer? Would you think?
I don't know, but I would poop in my pants from laughing so hard if I saw a high school cheer team did do that. U-G-L-Y, you ain't got no alibi,
But when
ugly.
we were in high school, it happened
Really?
all the time.
Oh, I
can remember the at
It's
high school
hysterical.
basketball, a guy would step to the free throw line at our gym, and they would, the student section would be chanting U-G-L-Y, you ain't got no alibi, you ugly.
That's hysterical. Yeah, you can't. There's no way they would let that happen.
No fun.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
We're going to bring that back, though. That's the first order of business. Then we'll get to Now Trending coming up next.
Ace and TJ.
Hey, if you missed TJ and Jody's house this week, you missed something great. And she figures that if she can get me over comfortable into that corner, that I'm going to fall asleep, and then whoever, if it's just Jody or if it's Jody and the kids or whoever, they'll end up staying a lot longer if I just fall asleep, because I won't be the one saying I'm tired. Let's go home.
You fall asleep in 2 seconds.
If I get in that corner, sometimes I don't get in the corner because we're watching a show or a movie that I want to stay up for. So I'll drag another chair over that's not comfortable to make sure I don't fall asleep. But once I get on that couch in that spot, I'm out.
So he got in that corner and he was laying sideways, and he like gets a pillow. I mean, it's all very dramatic. He gets a pillow. He's rolling around. He's trying to get situated. Finally gets still. Falls asleep in 2 seconds. Right. And so it's boy, Lainey, our daughter, little friend Jenny, handsome husband Michael, me, and him in the corner. We're all in that room. And we're all talking. And all of a sudden, a very loud noise comes from his rear end. And it is long and loud.
Was it really? It was bad?
It was like enough to where Michael was, it was you, little friend Jenny, and Michael. That Michael went and like leans up. He's shocked. The kids are dying laughing. I can't even breathe. I'm laughing so hard. And Jenny's like, "Wait, was that me?" And I'm like, "That was not you. That was him."
And it's so embarrassing for me because I never ever do that in front of anybody, even Jody, unless I'm asleep. And I was out.
And then we talked, and he kind of, I guess he heard us, and he looked up, and I told him, and he goes, "No one did it." Like he was so mad. I go, "Yeah, you did. You really did." So loud.
And that didn't wake me up. What woke me up was the sudden. Oh my God. And everybody in that room is family or really close to family. And I'm still so embarrassed by that. You noticed in the truck yesterday in your car when we were coming back from lunch with the kids and y'all started talking about it. I didn't say a word. I'm just kind of looking out the window.
What about the part where she didn't know if it was him or her? How did she not know if it was her or not? Why would she think it was her?
I think she was trying to take up for you, kind of.
Yeah, I think so too.
And that's sweet. She wouldn't admit it, but I think she was trying to take up for you. And I'm like, "No, ma'am, you're not."
More show than you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Ace TJ 5G is made possible thanks to our friends at O'Connor Insurance Associates. They work for each of their customers individually, not some huge insurance company. They treat every customer how they would want to be treated. They'll help you get the most insurance for your money by heading over to acetj.com/O'Connor.
So I'm trying to broaden, not my interests, but I'm trying to broaden the content that I can find for people who don't think the way I do. You know?
Okay.
That's the way I've always been. I've never been what you would call a closed-minded person. So I've really been looking into these zodiac signs every day for people who believe in that mess.
Okay.
And today we have the best cereal for your zodiac sign.
Love it.
Okay? And these are important things, and this will change your life. Ace,
the best cereal for your zodiac sign.
Being a Gemini,
okay,
the best cereal for you is Trix.
Okay.
Crazy Rabbit, Trix are for kids.
Oh, yeah.
Riggins has a Cancer on the show.
What's the cereal, TJ? Let's go.
Honey Nut Cheerios.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, it is.
Rob, Mr. Scorpio, Rice Krispies.
Boring, unless you add marshmallows.
Alexis, Leo, would be Frosted Flakes.
Oh, I got a good one.
Good one.
That's
Yup,
a good one.
That's a good one. I love Frosted. It's better than
Yeah.
Rice Krispie.
It's
Okay.
sure better than
Better than Rice Krispies, yes, I'll give you that.
All right, so what I'm going to tell y'all right now, you're going to love because mine is the absolute worst. Probably the worst it could be if you're looking for someone who's an exciting person.
Oh, no.
I'm a Virgo, and my special cereal would be Special K.
Oh.
So evidently they think every Virgo is a woman.
Right. Yeah. I'm curious though, Alexis. When I don't know anything about this stuff, but when he said Trix is good for Gemini, that makes sense. What does that mean? That makes sense.
Because they fruity.
Yeah.
Okay.
And because you kind of look like a white rabbit.
Yeah, Ace, you look like a white rabbit.
So all Geminis look like white rabbits because I look like a white rabbit.
It's your spirit animal.
But that makes as much sense as any of the rest of it. So, but you look like a Trix.
Yup.
But it doesn't give any rationale as to
It
why
does,
Special
but-
K. Oh, you didn't read that part.
I mean, again, it doesn't matter what they're saying.
Okay.
I mean, you can just easily say that Virgos would like Special K the best because that's going to keep them virgins. I mean,
Just you and us. This is ATJ 5G.
From the Calitron Ace and TJ Studios, this is the award of seeing other people get awards show.
The award
Ace and
nominated.
TJ show. Well, I mean, even at that, I don't. Were we really nominated? Did we get any certification that we were really nominated for all those awards?
We've gotten
Or
certificates and stuff of nomination.
But, you know, our manager, Adam, had just gone down to Kinko's and had those printed up.
So you guys would
Yeah.
feel good.
It's
We
like
flew
a
all the
little-
way to LA one time just to not win an
Yeah.
award.
Mm-hmm.
That sucked.
But anyway, if you'd like to lose weight, Calitron is available at acetj.com/weight loss.
Now trending on the Ace and TJ Show.
Today's National Barbie Day, March 9th, 1959. Barbie's official birthday. So every year they recognize the Barbie doll. And the Barbie movie with Margot Robbie is set to come out this summer. I think it's in July.
Yeah, they've sold over 1 billion Barbie dolls have been sold worldwide. 1 billion.
It's crazy. Are girls, like little girls, still doing Barbies? Like, are they into Barbies?
I don't know, but I think we need to get the message out more, go back to the fact that Barbie is the ultimate goal that women should strive to look like. You know, that we were a much better place back then when all of the girls were taught to look like Barbie. if they wanted to be the perfect look.
Do you want the details of what you would look like if you look like Barbie? Barbie's measurements would be 36, 18, 33 if she were a real person.
Perfect.
Yeah, 36, 18, 33. Yeah, but I don't know. They may Riggins because now they have different Barbies, more Barbies with different body types. So it may still be a big thing. I don't know.
Yeah, they make fat Barbie.
Curvy
Big
Barbie. Stop it. Big bone Barbie.
Big bone. That's worse.
More than 100 dolls are sold every minute around the world. They sell 58 million Barbies every year.
Okay, but if you are in the process now of being triggered and about to send a ripping message about how wrong I am, I'm just being completely, totally ludicrous and sarcasmic about everybody needing to look like Barbie.
Yeah, you stay ludicrous.
So put the safety back on. You were triggered.
Is there a National Ken Day?
Well, okay, so Barbie's introduced March 9th, 1959. Just 2 years later, 1961, Mattel introduces Ken Carson, Barbie's dreamy boyfriend.
Ooh.
So he doesn't get his own day, but Barbie didn't. They're like, listen, we got to get a guy in this.
Mm-hmm.
That's messed up. That was in 1961. Barbie couldn't just stand on her own as a free-thinking, independent woman during National Women's History Month and all that.
Yeah, that's because they saw an opportunity. We can make a lot of money if we had Barbie, got Barbie a boyfriend.
That and what little girl would want to play with a lonely doll?
Yeah.
That's
Barbie.
the way they
Never
think
thought
about
of
it
it
in
that way.
1961.
Yeah.
I mean,
You're right.
Barbie looks. You know, why if Barbie's so great, we want to have little girls to play with Barbie. Then she needs a mate because they're going to think that something's wrong with her.
Yeah.
If she's just out there on her own.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's right, but that was the thinking back then.
You're right, though. You got to put that in the context of the times.
Lonely Barbie.
Lonely Barbie.
Yep.
Pee pee poo poo Barbie. All that. Jimmy Kimmel is hosting the Oscars this Sunday, and he's not trying to get slapped. And he said, if somebody comes up on stage and slaps me, well, I'm going to beat the crap out of them on television.
Yeah, right.
Unless it's The Rock, and if it's The Rock, I'm going to run. So Jimmy Kimmel used to be a boxer, I think. So I wouldn't. I mean, I know he's slighter than he used to be. He's definitely slimmed down, but I don't know. He might have some fists of fury tucked under there. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, it depends on. Yeah, like you said, it depends on who. If he's a trained boxer and he's good, he could probably land a couple on The Rock.
Yeah.
On Dwayne.
Yeah, that'd be crazy, wouldn't it?
But somebody else goes up there street fighting. I mean, he's not wearing a cup or anything, knee braces and all to take his knee out and just pummel him right there.
God, wouldn't that be
Maybe
wild?
he does a roadhouse kick.
Huh?
Roadhouse kick.
What about a roadhouse?
You mean a
I didn't hear the first part of that.
You mean a roundhouse kick
What was
or
the
what?
first part of that?
Yeah, that way he doesn't need all that protection.
He said, what if he does a roadhouse
kick?
I know I heard roadhouse kick, but what was the first part of that you said?
Maybe he does
Maybe
that.
he does. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot going on there. Last 20 seconds.
I mean, I'll put a roadhouse kick on somebody.
That was so Alexis too.
Yeah.
What if he hit him with a roadhouse kick?
Maybe,
What?
Maybe he got a roadhouse kick. No, it's like, maybe, roadhouse kick. What? Roadhouse kick. No, the other part. Roadhouse kick.
Well, you have to be more clear about what you're asking.
Okay.
Look out, roadhouse kick. Ooh.
Exactly.
How is you not forming words? He's got to be more clear.
Just understand what I'm saying.
Okay. All right. That's, so that's 2 days in a row we've got profundities from Alexis.
What was
Yesterday's was you got more rolls than a Hawaiian rolls.
Yeah, that's right. Got more rolls than a Hawaiian rolls.
If you watch on YouTube, Mr. Todd has started a feature where he puts together some of the favorite moments, Alexis sayings.
Ooh.
And I caught it the other day. It's pretty hilarious when you see it. It's pretty good.
You can add Hawaiian rolls and roadhouse kick to it.
I will definitely be calling it a roadhouse kick from here on out. I mean, that's just what it's called.
Roadhouse kick.
Listen up, Joe Rogan. It's called a roadhouse kick. Give him a roadhouse kick. What are you talking about, girl? You gotta relax.
Maybe you give him a roadhouse.
Oh, she's precious. And those are a few things that are now trending.
That's what I was just trying to clear up. That was driving me crazy. Like, please let's clear that up, that it's not a roadhouse kick. But I guess it's okay now it is, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah, we're calling it that.
Just how serious are you when it comes to taking up for your thing? That's my thing. I mean, how strongly do you protect that thing? It could get completely insane during this, so we'll get to it next.
Ace and TJ. Ace and TJ. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. More show than you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Oh, something happened yesterday, and I'm curious if anybody can figure out an explanation for this. It's not a big thing. I just am fascinated and want to know the rest of the story, which I will never know. So I told y'all I had lunch yesterday in uptown Charlotte at a place called Stir. And I parked right around the corner. There's an ABC store right there on South Tryon. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And I parked right there. And I pull in and park. As I get out of my car, I realize parked next to me is, I think it's called, it's a Jeep type looking vehicle called a Sahara. I'm not sure if that's what it is.
Yeah, that's a type of Wrangler.
Right, okay. So it's closed. Doors are all closed. And it's running. So I got out of my car. It was 12:20. Meeting started at 12:30. It's 12:20. I get out of my car. It's running. I don't think much of it. Just kind of check it out like, oh, okay. Make sure I didn't hit anybody because the car was running. They weren't pulling out or anything. Nobody's in it. I go inside. I come back out to my car to leave at 2 o'clock exactly. And at 2 o'clock, I go to get in my car and I realize this car's still running. So I kind of gave it a look like I didn't see anybody in it. Just a quick one, so just to make sure nobody was slumped over in the driver's seat or in need of aid or something. Couldn't see anything. The windows were kind of blacked out, so I couldn't see much to begin with. So I just kind of glanced in. I was like, well, that's weird. And then I stood there for a second and looked around. Like, I wonder what, it's odd. So that car for at least an hour and 40 minutes, had been sitting in that parking spot running. Now, I didn't try the doors, obviously, to see if it was locked or anything like that.
I'd be like, why would you even try that? Mind your business.
Well, I was concerned that somebody was hurt or something inside.
Are you sure there wasn't a little dog in there or some sort of a pet?
I didn't notice that. And when I mentioned it last night, everybody said, well, why did you look to see if there was an animal in the floorboard? No, I just glanced in the window to see if a person was in there, and I mean it was running, so I don't know if the air conditioner was on or anything. It's just weird.
Yeah, that's probably what it was. They probably had a bird or something in there.
Why? What, Rob?
Why are you glancing in the window?
That's what I'm saying.
Leave it be.
Why are you so worried about somebody else?
I thought somebody might have been hurt.
Well,
car's been
that's
running
what people are supposed to do.
Yeah,
decency.
A car's been running for an hour and 40 minutes, just running, sitting in a parking lot. My first thought was, I wonder if I missed it. Somebody's passed out inside this vehicle.
Yeah.
So I glanced in the window to see if everything was okay. I didn't see anybody, but it was kind of blacked out. It was hard to see.
Yeah, those are things you're supposed to do.
Being a good citizen is what I thought it was.
Or nosy.
Decency.
It's a PSA all of a sudden. White people.
Yeah, not white people.
Right, white people. Forget I brought it up. Never mind.
Ace TJ 5G. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes. You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV.
All right, we're up on the YouTubes. Whether you watch us or not, if you could just go on YouTube and subscribe, and then click like, and then go on about your business. We don't need anything else from them at that point, do we, Riggins? We just get credit for them subscribing. So, we maybe do a radiothon or something until we get the old tote board up to a certain number. And that would basically be like you making a pledge to a monetary pledge and then never following up on it. It's fine, as long as we get it up on the tote board for the TV cameras. That's all we need.
Pledge $20 and never pay.
Yeah, it's Ace TJ TV. Some political news quickly before we get to the other thing. The Republican leader and communist sympathizer and supporter Mitch McConnell, the Republican leader in the Senate, who's been in the Senate, I think, 77 years, tripped and fell at an event last night, some kind of dinner, and he is in the hospital. I just wanted to point that out so I can say I'm glad I didn't have that vaccine.
Okay.
People tripping all over the place because of that vaccine.
Oh my God.
I bet you would they do the investigation on that? He tripped and he didn't have vaccines and boosts. Everybody. We've told the story before. We've mentioned it several times throughout our mediocre careers that we know a guy who is in the radio business, who does morning radio, and he a lot of times at radio stations, or the way radio stations used to be, they will put people together as a morning team rather than the people finding each other and becoming, saying we want to be a morning team like Ace and I did. They'll take this person from, that's on the radio, and then they'll pick somebody else. The management and all will interview other people and put that, like, you're going to do mornings with him. So that happened to this guy. And the first morning that his new partner shows up, he was wearing a baseball style cap. And the guy is telling us, the original guy that we knew, said, and I had to tell him right then, I'm staring at him, and he said, "Oh, what?" And I said, "Hey, I'm baseball hat guy." And this was before people were streaming on YouTube and all. There was no YouTube back then. It was just strictly audio. Nobody could see him. But he said, "I'm baseball hat guy, so that's my thing. You can't wear a hat in here anymore. It's infringing upon what my brand is, my identity." And telling us this, like, that's how serious I am about it.
What?
So we're going, what the hell is wrong with this guy? But, that's having your thing and being protective of it. My thing is I'm baseball hat guy. Don't ever wear a hat in here again. You get your own thing. You become like gold chain guy or something, sweatshirt guy.
Your funny T-shirt guy.
Yeah.
Whatever it might be. Your jersey guy. You cannot wear a hat.
So do normal people have those types of things where, you're, you can't get Captain Morgan and Diet Coke. That's my thing. You order something else at the bar. That's my thing. Have you ever been around anybody that was that obsessive? And you know how women will say they have an alter ego when they drink. They play that up. A woman telling another woman in the group, you can't have an alter ego. I'm alter ego girl. You don't have one. That's my thing.
Would it count if your thing is some type of mid-level marketing deal?
Yeah.
Like that's, this is my thing. This is what I'm all about. And my thing is, I don't know one. I can't think of one.
I'm selling vitamins.
Yeah.
I'm vitamin salesperson.
Yeah, that's messed up. You're trying to sell vitamins. I'm vitamin salesperson.
I'm CBD guy. You sell vitamins if you want, but stay out of the CBD business. But that kind of may be like a little more protective of their living, where you don't want a competition moving in next door or whatever. But still.
I'm the Reiki girl.
Yeah, you're the Reiki girl.
Yeah, that's right. You guys better not even try to be the Reiki guys.
Well, and Rob doesn't feel this way at all because he was welcoming you into his board game world, his Dungeons and Dragons world.
True.
It's true.
He could have easily said, "Hey, Alexis, I'm Dungeons and Dragons guy on the show. I'm D&D. You focus on whatever it is you do.
I'm a giver.
Yeah. You're gummy girl.
I'm gummy girl. I'm gummy girl.
Now, with Discount TJ Brooke watching on YouTube said, I'm the emotional basket case in my house. If anybody else begins to lose it, I'm like, hey, you need to get it together.
Yeah.
So she's the only person allowed to fall apart.
Yeah. I'm the fragile one. We don't have room for two fragile people in the house. So what do you have? It doesn't have to be you. It could be you talking crap about somebody else you know, like we're doing.
Yep.
So send us a DM or a comment on the front pages of our social medias of That's My Thing at the Ace TJ Show. Let's go.
Now you can hear and see the show anytime. Just click acetj.com or acetj.tv. How you want, when you want. This is the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
Is Ace TJ 5G.
I am a longtime fan of Fahrenheit in Charlotte. It's, for me and Amanda, it's one of our favorite places to go, especially before an event, just kind of for a couple of drinks, maybe have a little dinner before we go out somewhere. But I could tell you all about how incredible Fahrenheit is, where we had my daughter's 21st birthday party. We've had a bunch of events there. It's spectacular. But here's what you do. Go to FahrenheitCharlotte.com. Scroll down, and they have a YouTube video that says, Welcome to Fahrenheit Charlotte. Just click on that. It's about a minute long, and it is spectacular. And as Riggins pointed out, this is one of the hot brunch spots in town.
It's got to be the coolest.
Yep.
21 stories above the city on South Caldwell, right above Sky Condos, right close to the Spectrum Center. You simply can't beat it. Great atmosphere, great food, great drinks, incredible service, and it can do anything. If you just want to grab a couple of drinks and relax a little bit, great. Pre-game, great. Romantic dinner, fantastic. Business dinner, yes. It works for every occasion. FahrenheitCharlotte.com is where you find out more. FahrenheitCharlotte.com.
Finally, we have a morsel of justice done the right way coming out of Canada. You know, that just wild, lawless Canada up there. There was a court case where two neighbors got into a nasty argument. One guy was cussing at the other one and threatened him while holding a power tool. He was holding the power tool, quote, in a menacing way, end quote. So in response, the other guy just flipped him the double bird and walked away. So the power tool guy was appalled and filed criminal harassment claims against the double bird guy.
Because the guy flipped him off?
Yeah. So the judge said that he was not impressed with the accusation. The judge said giving someone the middle finger is a God-given right that belongs to everyone.
Yeah.
He added, it may not be civil, it may not be polite, it may not be gentlemanly. Nevertheless, it does not trigger criminal liability. He also said that he wished he could literally throw the case out the window. It's so stupid. But I mean, come on. So thank God the judge has, some common sense. So, and that's just like a Canadian. I'm gonna cuss at you, and I'm gonna rage, and then you flip me off, and I'm offended now, and that should be a criminal charge.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've seen the double bird.
Yeah, I know.
It's tough to pull off.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's usually what women will do, the double one.
Is that right?
I've noticed, yeah.
And I think it's usually for a big crowd. Like if you want to let the whole crowd know, you hold it both of you. You don't typically in an argument with somebody do both unless you want to put them right in their face.
Yeah,
And you.
Yeah.
So the bird flipping somebody off is a God-given right, just as much as immediately leaving a party when somebody pulls out a guitar.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's when I would give the double bird and walk out.
Yep. Just want to hear Wonderwall? Nope.
Who's up for some Edwin McCain?
Yeah.
How about Ed Sheeran?
But I mean, again, I'm credit where credit is due. Somebody in Canada got it right in the justice system for once.
I wish I could literally throw this out the window. That's pretty funny.
Or hit you with it.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G. Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ dailies.
We're on YouTube right now. I guess I should apologize to Mr. Todd, who runs our YouTube, because I wore a light-colored hoodie today, and I'm not supposed to wear anything light because it washes me out because I'm so pale. Pale-face ace is what they call me.
What up, YouTube?
Yeah.
It's almost greenish.
So
Yeah, you do look you have a little green hue.
Yeah, okay. That's probably just the color.
Looking jaundicey.
Yeah. Thank you, Rob.
You got green jaundice.
You got
But
you
hey,
walking jaundice.
You are lighting up the room as the Green Lantern.
That's right.
So you can check it out on YouTube, Ace TJ TV. It's Paleface Ace and TJ in the morning.
Oh, shamrock shake looking in. It's like mint green.
Yeah, it is. It's
Yeah,
weird.
why are you mint green?
I think it's the way he dials down the color to try to make it darker, make it sharper on my camera, because my camera is different from everybody else's for whatever reason. We have 3 different cameras in here, and something about that makes this color, this cream-colored hoodie I'm wearing, look kind of greenish. I think
Mint chocolate.
I don't know. Thank you, Rob. You're just full of it this morning, aren't you?
I just turned on a ring light in my face.
Cute.
Can you tell the difference?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
because it's reflecting out of your glasses.
Yeah, especially from your
Like
glasses.
2 white dots for eyes.
I probably shouldn't do that.
You guys are so high maintenance. Me
I'm
and
not doing
Riggins
anything.
just be chilling. We don't even worry
I'm not
about
doing
it.
anything.
I'm not high maintenance at all. It's just I just can't help the fact that I'm very pale.
We look like we're on a Zoom call.
Yeah, exactly.
Your skin is very high.
Y'all are wondering about your lights. We over here on a 1.3 megapixel camera slapped on a Chromebook. This is as good as it's gonna get.
I know,
We got to get both of y'all in one shot. We got to do it with a different camera.
It's a struggle over here.
Y'all are lit by a neon sign behind you.
And you don't hear us complain.
Y'all sitting under the neon moon.
Yeah. Well, y'all aren't paying for it either.
Yeah, whatever.
It is what it is.
I'm not complaining. I'm making an observation that I forgot today and wore a dark. I didn't wear it. It's my fault. I didn't wear a dark color like I'm supposed to wear. I'm not supposed to wear light colors anymore in here for anything, apparently.
Just in general.
It's just like a dark T-shirt is all I'm allowed to wear from now on for the rest of my life, apparently.
You should have been born so white.
Yeah, Ace. You ever think of that?
Yeah, I should have done something about that.
Think about that?
You know,
Yeah, don't blame Mr. Todd. Blame your Irish ancestors.
Yeah.
This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
So, this lady says, I have 3 friends I've hung out with for years. Recently, I invited a new girl from my neighborhood to come out for happy hour with us. One of my friends got completely peed, but she didn't say peed. Has a short hairstyle. My friend pulled me aside and blessed me out for bringing her. She said, you know I like to stand out by being the only one in our group who has short hair, and then stormed out.
What?
She said, I couldn't believe it.
Grown women?
So nobody else is allowed to have short hair
in their group? Yeah, because I guess they all have long hair, and she's like, I like to be the only one who has short hair.
It's the pulling her to the side for me. Like
Yeah.
she actually had to pull her to the side and tell her that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm short hair.
Because she was saying, don't do this again, and this is why I'm leaving.
You're like, girl, get out.
But I mean, if they're maybe they're all single and they're trying to get men's or whatnot, and that's the only way she thinks she stands out from the group is I'm the one with the short hair.
But so what?
Right.
I know.
That's her thing.
It's crazy. It's crazy. This lady said, we have a guy at work who is Girl Scout cookie guy. He sells cookies for his granddaughter every year. Well, this year, some other girl decided she was going to sell cookies for her niece. No, he is Girl Scout cookie guy, so we all bought twice as many cookies from him as we normally do, just because we were mad that she tried to be the new Girl Scout cookie person.
What?
Poor kids.
But if you bought twice as many, why didn't you buy your normal amount from him and then buy something from her.
Right.
Because they only bought twice as many because they were mad that she tried to be the new Girl Scout cookie person. Because God forbid,
how dare her.
Two people sell Girl Scout cookies at your office.
I cannot.
It's like a turf war.
Non-compete.
Yeah, but I wonder if the guy was complaining. Like,
I doubt it.
I'm the one that sells Girl Scout cookies. I guess my granddaughter's not going to get her badge or whatever. No, she's getting that badge.
Yeah, did he go
We're
around and
gonna
tell
buy-
everybody, "Hey, I'm Girl Scout cookie guy seller in the office.
Yeah.
What this is not cool."
So, Laura, write us back. Tell us if he complained about it with y'all or if y'all just decided to take up for him when she showed up with those cookies. With your cookies.
Yo, cookies.
I would come in there with homemade cookies and be like, buy my cookies, guys.
Well, who's gonna buy homemade cookies?
Well, her cookies that she's making at home.
Oh,
a lot of dope heads would be buying those.
Yeah, didn't think of that.
What are you, on dope?
Sorry, Claire. They like my cookies better.
Yeah, exactly.
These have drugs in them.
Stupid.
Oh, you want to send somebody to camp? Give them these.
Yeah. You're going to space camp.
Yeah.
I love that. I do want to know more about Girl Scout cookie guy now.
But short hair, I'm short hair girl.
I kind of get that one.
Yeah.
No, you don't get
It's in a friend group.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she's short hair. I mean, it's like wearing the same outfit. You wouldn't do that when you're going out with a group of girls.
What are you talking about?
She could
It's
have
a
different
haircut.
texture, different type of style. Even if it's just
Yeah, but
short
it's like
hair.
her fun thing. I gotta
It's
get
her
that
fun
one.
thing.
But it sounded like it was immediate before she even
Right.
got to know the girl, talk to her for. It's just like she walked in with short hair girl. The friend said, "Come here,
Get over here."
Yeah, I got a bone to pick with you.
I am short hair
Why
girl.
would you bring her? You know I like being the only one with short hair."
And then she couldn't even stay. She left. She stormed out. Couldn't even stay for the rest of the day. That ruined her evening.
I want
so
to
much.
know what happened with the friends. Like, did the other short girl hair end up being part of the group or not?
No way.
But
She's like,
why
sorry, you
should
can't
she
be
stay,
part of the
Ace?
group.
Why should she stay? If she's just going to blend in with everybody else,
Yeah.
not going to stand around here and be part of the wallpaper of all the short hair girls in here. I mean, I'm an individual, and I would like to be seen as an individual.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
One of those Handmaid's Tale women. I'm not really into the ins and outs of knowing what's going on with the race business. I don't mean the race business like in a race as in what color you are. I'm talking about race cars.
Okay.
I'm talking about race cars. But today I'm interested in a race car driver who's trying to get back into the world of racing after she stepped out to pursue a different career. This is lovely, lovely. We'll get in it next.
Hear the Ace and TJ Show anytime at acetj.com. And now you can see the Ace and TJ Show. acetj.tv. How you want, when you want. This is the Ace and TJ Show. Want to see your business on Ace TJ TV? Contact us now at acetj@acetj.com. The show will be right back.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. AceTJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
This year, make the most of winter in Gaston County. Yes, winter and the days are shorter and it's tempting to hibernate, but there are all sorts of ways to have fun, both indoors and out right now in Gaston County. Outdoors, there's fast and dry snowless sledding at the chutes at Crowder Springs, ice skating and more at the Whitewater Center, and it is the perfect time for a great winter hike in Gaston County. If you want to stay indoors, you can check out the Shield Planetarium and Museum. Plus, you can always root for the home team at Belmont Abbey or Gaston College, play the slots at Catawba Two Kings Casino, and as always, Great shopping is abundant all over Gaston County. Indoors or out, the winter is a great time to make some memories with your family in Gaston County. Get details now and see all of the incredible opportunities to have a great time this winter that are happening in Gaston County at acetj.com/Gaston. That's acetj.com/Gaston. This winter, make some great memories in Gaston County.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
All right, so how are you like Alexis? Alexis is starting a journey today. It's sort of it's a journey.
It's a journey.
Spiritual, physical, mental.
I'm gonna refine myself.
You're gonna refine yourself.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna start a diet, basically. So, but it's a journey.
Go through all that. She started a diet, so
you know she's looking to turn things around. I guess I don't know.
Can I ask one quick question?
Yeah.
What is your goal?
To just be healthier, have healthier habits, eat healthier, be more conscious about what I'm eating.
Mm-hmm. So to be on a diet.
Get a Ferrari.
Lose a little bit of weight.
How are you like Alexis? Now, I'm a lot like Alexis, I think, in some ways.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing's coming to mind, but I'm sure I am a little bit like her. But how are you like Alexis, knowing what you know about her from her being on the show? Kelly said, because I would already have treats stashed to cheat on that diet.
Ooh.
That's how I'm like Alexis. Yeah. Now, Alexis did say when we first started talking about this, she was already planning about where she's going to hide to eat her snacks and what she's going to do with the wrapper so that her boyfriend doesn't find them and call her out on cheating.
Mm-hmm.
Have you changed? Are you still planning that kind of thing?
No, I'm going to try to do it fair and square, and I actually ate my last bit of car snacks yesterday.
Oh, you did?
I did.
So now there are no more car
There
snacks.
are no more car snacks.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that wouldn't have been the first time she had to hide wrappers from her boyfriend.
Boom.
Get in the closet. Get in the closet.
Come on. Get in there. No, that's not nice.
I like Henry here who said, I'm like Alexis in that I like to eat and I too struggle with self-control.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I do. I struggle with
all right. I didn't wanna
self-control.
put that
No,
on
he's
you.
right.
All right.
You're right, Henry.
All right. How are you like Alexis? Kenzie said, because we be blazing.
Yo. Smoke weed every day.
Smoke weed every day. So I was thinking we were going to get some sort of profound answers. Like, I envy the relationship she has with her mom, but no. We be blazing.
Hey, it's 420 every day.
We smoking weed.
And then this lady said, I'm 4'8", short like Alexis. Happy birthday, Lynn!
Like she gonna sneak it in.
Who's Lynn?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Happy
They took their
birthday.
opportunity to give a birthday shout out, and it just got on the radio.
That'd be something I would do, though, so that's kind of like me.
Yeah.
Lauren says, I know exactly how she feels every time I get my lashes done. # lash life.
Oh, Lauren, I can't wait till Friday. That's when I'm lashes done, because your girl's struggling right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Look at these.
Yeah. You got
hello.
You got that naked mole rat look going on.
Yeah, it's starting to come through.
Well, I'm glad you're doing it on Friday because the next day she comes in and she's just like guns blazing and she's mean and she's
nobody likes that.
You know? But Patricia has sort of the answer I think I was looking for. She said, being an empath. Oh, yes. I absolutely agree that other people's energy can impact you. Not only your mood, but it can feel like your entire soul is drained.
Yep.
Keeping good company is vital.
It's very true.
That's the kind of answer I was expecting from this.
Being an empath is a hard job.
Is it hard?
Let me tell you. Mm-hmm.
I didn't really know what an empath was. That means like you're respective of the vibe. You're respectful of the
you
vibes.
take on people's energy. You can come into a room and you can feel the energy from the other people. You can feel other people's emotion.
Yeah,
Really?
everybody has that.
Really?
Yeah. If you walk into a room and there are two people in the room and they've been arguing, fighting with each other, and then you walk in, you feel that heaviness, and you're like, oh, it's awkward in here, that kind of thing. So everybody must be an empathologist.
It's not special.
No.
Actually, it is, but
No,
we'll
it's
get
not.
into that. In a minute.
Everybody can do it. Somebody's in
Scientifically
a bad...
proven, it's only about 3 or 4% of the population. It's highly sensitive.
Okay, well then how do all of
But-
these self-help books say surround yourself with positive people?
Yeah.
So it affects everybody if you're around negative people all the time.
Yeah, but that's not what an empath is someone that I can go to one person and I can feel that they're sad for whatever reason. I can tell if they're a good person or a bad person.
Oh, you mean like a psychic?
No, not like a psychic. You just
like
feel
a
it.
psychic. Okay. All right.
Nothing like
Nothing like that. No, he's just trying to pop someone's bubble, dude.
Yeah.
That's all he's trying to do. He always trying to pop your bubble.
Because your bubbles is like Chinese spy balloons. They got to come down.
No, they don't.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel. This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
Ace, have you ever heard of a race car driver named Renee Gracie?
No.
Okay. She was a professional race car driver, two-time Bathurst 1000 competitor, which I think that's in Australia from what I can gather here from this article about her. She tried to get back into racing.
Okay.
Because that was her dream growing up. Her dream was that she wanted to be a U.S. NASCAR racer. But she walked away from the race business to start an OnlyFans. And so now there's a big thing that she's doing, a documentary, all this stuff about how she's working to get back into becoming, once again, a professional race car driver. Mr. Todd has pictures of her and all that he's putting up on the YouTubes. If you are only getting the audio of the show, you may want to go back and look that up later if you want to see.
Yeah, Ace TJ TV is our YouTube channel.
Sheesh.
Yeah. So she looks a lot different as a YouTube star than she did when she was just a race car driver. Now, these cars that she races at the moment, or what she is wanting to race again, are they called supercars, maybe?
I don't know what they're called exactly.
And they're a little smaller than a regular stock car, in the NASCAR business, it looks like. And they got a spoiler on them, a big fin thing on the back. But still, my point is, they're saying that she, like the race committees and all of this stuff, the racing officials are saying that this is not serious. She's just trying to use their industry to promote her OnlyFans, and she's not really going to be a driver and all of that. And I tend to believe them because, and I know I'm probably going to trigger some people when I say this, I don't think at this point where in her life she can fit in the race car and still be able to drive it. Because since she was a race car driver, it looks like as an OnlyFans star, she has gotten implants on the top and the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Now, she looks perfect as an OnlyFans star. But I mean, we're talking about a tight space here in a race car where I don't think by her choice of how she looks that would be safe for her to get behind the wheel of a race car.
Yeah. In 2014, she participated in something called the Porsche Carrera Series in Australia, and she achieved 5 top 10 race results and finished all of the races. So she was in the top 10 5 times. I mean, again, I don't know if that's any good or not in Australia.
Well, I mean, But I mean, just for her safety, I don't think, because you see how race car drivers are just crammed into the car. So imagine if they had, big breasts that were out there and they're trying to get the steering wheel going. Plus, I mean, her hips on the side are really big by her choice, and they look great. She looks great. But I mean, for her safety, I don't think she needs to mess with this. Just be what you are, a great, successful OnlyFans person. Don't mess up your life. Don't take your life into your own hands with those, what do you call them, Riggins? Big
yabos.
Yeah, yabos.
They're huge yabos.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
They look
She's
good,
beautiful.
too. They look
Absolutely beautiful. I mean, her face is beautiful, too. She's gorgeous. But will anybody have the courage to tell her that? You too big to drive now?
You're too big to drive.
For her own good, for her safety? No. But then they don't care about her. Nobody cares about her then if they won't tell her.
Those will be good airbags.
What?
Those will be good airbags.
This is why she left racing to begin with, because I just found a TMZ article from being unfortunately for my mental health, end quote.
Yeah, so she did what everyone who wants to gain stability emotionally and mentally did, is get into the porn business.
Right.
Okay.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
I'm going to have to do some Googling. So I'll have Now Trending ready next.
Get more Ace and TJ than ever before.
Wait a minute.
At acetj.com or acetj.tv, you can hear and see the Ace and TJ Show anytime you want. More Ace and TJ is coming up. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. This is Ace TJ 5G.
The Ace and TJ app made possible thanks to our friends at Papa John's Pizza. So delicious all the time. Try the new crispy parm pizza. It's cheese baked directly into their signature thin crust pizza. Order online, papajohns.com, or right from within the free Ace and TJ app.
So I shared something with everybody yesterday on Twitter. And this is a true story. This happened to me. I go into the store, something you never want to hear when you're in a convenience store. I go into the store and I am third in line, get my little drink, whatever, and I walk up and I'm third in line, and I hear the person behind the counter say, and I quote, "Oh, you brought me a full Crown Royal bag of change, didn't you?" What?
What?
And then I hear that bag, and that guy there starts jingling, and this guy's paying in all change out of a Crown Royal bag. And there's somebody in front of me, and I see that guy, his head kind of, like the look like, God, you got to be kidding me right now.
A bag of change.
And I don't know what all the guy had, but I even did the step left so I could get a good look at it, and it was a big old Crown Royal bag full of change. And that guy's he got like 2 lottery tickets, a drink, and something else. And so the whole total was about $7. Now, he had a lot of quarters, apparently.
Yeah.
But he didn't have all quarters. And my man was just like, dude, we got to go.
Was it a green Crown Royal or the traditional
the traditional purple Crown Royal bag?
I got all the
classic.
green ones.
Yeah,
from the Apple Crown.
The Apple Crown.
Like, man.
I probably got like 10 or 12 of those little bags.
And I hadn't seen something like that in years, but he had a that's what caught my ear was when the guy goes, "Man, you brought me a full Crown Royal bag of change, didn't you?" It's like, what? Come on.
Money.
Yeah, all spends the same.
Yeah, but
some people won't take it.
I'll take it. I don't care, especially you give me quarters.
I think today, though, they love if it's a little bit sometimes like, 7 cents, I'll go, "Hey, keep the change. I know y'all need it right now," or whatever. But that kind of deal, I bet they were falling all over themselves because change is hard to come by.
Yeah, you try that in New York.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Just walking the street with a full bag of change.
I don't have time for all that. Get out of here.
Wow.
Oh, I'd be livid if I was behind that person.
It didn't take terribly long, but it took a lot longer than your normal interaction should have.
I was at the gas station the other day, and the lottery tickets were on the other side. So he's like, "Let me get a number 45. She goes over there, and he's like, "Hold on." And you got to go around the counter. No, 37, actually. I'm like, oh, my God. Please. Heaven, help me.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Welcome to the Calitrin Ace and TJ Studios. We're your tour guides.
Come on in.
Through it.
Two big rooms. Come check them out.
Yeah, that's right. Rob's got a perfect little top ponytail going today.
Yep.
Looking like a ninja. If you need help losing weight, get you some Calitrin. acetj.com/weight loss.
Now trending on the Ace and TJ Show.
I mean, what I really want to talk about is all this drama over the last 24 hours with Vanderpump Rules. There's been a lot breaking, but I won't bore you.
What have I missed? Have I missed something in the last 24 hours?
Sheena Shea punched Raquel. Did you see that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, punched her right in the forehead, busted her eye open. So Raquel has gotten a restraining order against Sheena Shea. And they were just on TV together last week.
Hang on, I'm going to text my wife real quick and tell her, hey, did you know Sheena punched Raquel?
So Sheena got to go to penitentiary.
Sheena might have to go to penitentiary for real. I mean, you can't just be hitting people, especially when you're on a TV show, a reality TV show with them. But she got her good, busted up her eyebrow. And when you know, wrestling, you're boxing, you get hit on the eyebrow, a lot of blood.
Yeah, I saw the Tom Sandoval, tweeted out his apology, like, hey, I know everybody hates me and I deserve it, and I was a terrible person, and I, take full responsibility for my actions. I was selfish, and I'm so sorry that I hurt everybody.
I'm glad I ain't had that vaccine.
Is that right?
Right.
Got people acting all crazy.
Today's National Crab Meat Day. Not National Crab Day, just crab meat. It's low calorie. It's good for you, but it is expensive.
Yeah.
Especially when you dump butter on it.
Lump crab meat is really expensive.
Is it?
Yeah. Claw meat's not as expensive. You buy it in the grocery store.
Yeah.
It's not as expensive.
And I love crab legs. Oof.
You like crab legs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Crab meat is delicious, though.
Amazing.
Crab cake, love it. Starbucks has introduced a new cinnamon caramel cream nitro cold brew. Again, the names. What's with the names? The cinnamon, I'll have one cinnamon caramel cream nitro cold brew, please. It's like, well, get out. I mean, can we come up with a better name? But this is over the top. It's part of their new spring lineup. Everybody's highly anticipating the new spring Starbucks drinks. It's always very fun.
Mm-hmm.
Nitro cold brew.
Their cold brew is really good.
Their cold brew.
It is really good. I love it. Nice and frothy at the top. I love it.
I'm 2 for 2 with Alexis. She loves crab legs. And she
Yeah.
loves
This is a great day today.
It's a good day.
a great day.
Yeah.
A cold brew used to be, but always will be, a beer. Not a coffee, a beer.
Yeah, well, true.
You can go out and get a couple of cold brews.
Cold
Come
brew.
on. Let's go get a couple of cold brews.
That's exactly
That's
right.
a beer. It's not coffee.
Mm-hmm. Have you guys ever had a dangerous incident with an everyday item?
Yeah, with a blow dryer.
That's
It
true.
almost lit my head on fire.
You lit your head on. I forgot about that.
You couldn't find a better example for this.
Yeah. I've dodged a couple staplers in my day. I'm
not even gonna honor that. With
I forgot about that one. The time you threw it at my head. That's not even the stapler incident I was talking
You
about.
weren't even close to that stapler, and it went in the trash can, not your head.
My head was in the trash can at the time. So maybe you've got a similar story. We'll find out coming up next.
From the Calitrin Studios, this is the Ace and TJ Show. Find out more about Calitrin at acetj.com/weight loss. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show. This is Ace TJ 5G.
So Ace is heading out on his baby moon. Soon. Something he said he would never do.
No, I didn't say I would never do it. I never said that.
Somebody said, let's pull the audio of Ace saying he would never do a baby moon.
I didn't say I would never do it. I said I don't understand it. And I don't think it makes a lot of sense. But okay, I'm going because it makes my wife happy.
I don't think it's even.
I never said I would never do it. I did have to walk back that gender reveal thing. I said I would never do that.
Okay.
Even though we found out privately, we did turn it into something for YouTube, the Ace and TJ show. But it's not something I really, I was really into. But it turned out cool.
So there's dinners involved. There's massages.
There's a spa day. And I was reminded that I have pretty much, I have done nothing to plan for this.
Oh.
Yeah. I was let know that, she's done all the planning and everything. And I was like, okay. She's picked the restaurants and so forth. Okay. It's like, okay, I've been real busy.
You did nothing for this baby moon.
It wasn't said that way. She was said like, so I've got it all laid out. I was like, oh, okay, good. That's great.
Yeah, listen.
It wasn't said like in your face. It was, but it was, made doing. It's like, what all do we? I said, what all do we do while we're on the baby moon?
Just relax.
She goes,
man.
yeah, we're just going to relax. Just going to enjoy each other's company. It's the last time we'll have together away before the baby comes, and so I've got it all laid out. I took care of everything. Oh, okay.
Do you get to drink?
Yeah, if I want to.
Who on the show other than TJ, because he's had kids, who would you be most likely to leave the baby with if you guys had to take off for a night? Me, Riggins, Alexis, or Tech D Rob?
Okay, Rob is out immediately.
Yep, that's what I figured.
Yeah, and Rob doesn't mind that at all. And I think I go with you, Riggins, simply because I know you would be so locked into nothing can go wrong. Like,
take good care of that.
Why does this happen?
That baby.
Yeah, and you've been around. You have little nieces and nephews that you've been around.
I know how to deal with kids.
Mm-hmm. Right. Good luck.
Oh, she's even upset by this. Yeah. You didn't even choose her for a hypothetical
I'm not saying
babysitter.
that. I'm saying out of all the people here, I have the most experience with babies.
Hardly.
Yeah, I
got
did.
5. I got 6.
Yeah, all my friends have kids, and I'm the first one to have ever babysat all of their kids.
Yeah, I wouldn't want my. I wouldn't want my baby.
I actually have babysat newborns.
I did not know that.
I wouldn't want my baby sitting in a baby seat inside a drugstore.
Oh, stop.
A dope store.
Or in her car.
Right.
Yeah, and then you have to be driving the baby.
Yeah.
No, I did not know. I didn't know, Alexis. I didn't know you had this. I thought you had
I've
no
been
child
obsessed with babies
experience.
since I was like 11. I love babies.
She's the size of a child. Of course, she's got the experience.
I've been obsessed with babies.
I love them.
For a long time.
Ace TJ 5G. This is Ace TJ TV. The Ace and TJ Show will be right back.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
They've done the survey of 1,000 Americans, and they ask, what is the friendliest part of the country? Their choices were the South, the Northeast, the West, and the Midwest. And by far, way out front, the South is ranked the friendliest people. The Midwest is next, followed by West, and Northeast is voted the rudest because, they really don't have a lot to be happy about up
It's
there.
too cold up there.
Well, and it's dirty, and
There's huge rats.
yeah, and they're living under iron-fisted regimes. Just not good. Who has the worst weather? Midwest, and then the South was next in that.
So
which is a lie.
The South because of the heat, and the Midwest because of what, the cold?
Oh,
I don't know. Who has the thickest accent? South dominated that as well. Yes.
Yes.
The wonderful, charming Southern accent.
Very sexy Southern accent.
Followed by the Northeast. Those Mainas. And then,
Pack the cat, kid. Pack the cat.
And those New Yorkers. Where's the best place for a vacation? The South. Who has the highest cost of living? West. Northeast is second. Where do most of the people who quote unquote run things come from? In 1983, when they did this survey, Northeast won that. But they had a huge margin in that, but now the South is second, a close second.
Like run things?
We run things.
Like what things are y'all running?
Companies, corporations are putting their headquarters in the South because it's not as oppressive, or not supposed to be as oppressive with taxes and all of that stuff. But it's getting more and more that way in the South. But still, we're holding on. The best place to be and the best people you're going to find in the South. The most moral, the most likely to get into heaven, the most charitable, the funniest, wittiest, best looking. All of that was in the survey. I just don't have time to give the stats on it.
I think
but especially the best looking.
Skinner said it best. American by birth, Southern by the grace of God.
Oof.
Yes. Skinner said that, and every old man's bumper growing up.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
If you want to sleep better and lose weight, then the product that you need is called Calitrin, or you can pronounce it Calitrin. Very easy for you to get. Just go to acetj.com/weight loss. acetj.com/weight loss for Calitrin.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line, because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
So, Alexis, I don't know if I've asked you this or not. Does your boyfriend have a problem with us saying that he's putting you on a diet and he thinks you need to lose weight and all that stupidness we carry on?
No.
Or does he just laugh?
He just laughs.
I mean, it's not true, but he just laughs because I'm saying it.
Yeah, he thinks you guys are so funny.
So yesterday was the first full day of your new nutrition plan.
Yep.
How did it go?
Well, lunch was great. I had a little bit of steak and a few shrimp and some rice. So I was excited. I was like, okay, this is good. I'm going to be able to do this. And then we went for a walk, and then dinner time came around. And my dinner was a peanut butter protein smoothie and half a turkey sandwich, and I enjoyed it so much.
Yeah, you can't be eating a big meal before you go to bed.
It was so good. Half a turkey sandwich.
When she's used to eating half a turkey.
I was like, where's the mashed potatoes? This is not hearty enough for dinner.
Were you full when you went to bed? Were you satisfied?
No, I was not satisfied.
Did you wake up with your stomach growling this morning?
I actually felt good.
You did?
Yeah, waking up.
Because you weren't all weighed down at
Exactly.
night, sweating all through the night, trying to burn off some chicken nuggets.
But still, I was like, oh, yum.
Their wife or husband or girlfriend, boyfriend is a plumper, chubby chaser. So, he could be giving you stuff that you think is going to help you get in shape and all that, and he's just giving you stuff that's going to make you a sweet candy-coated mess.
A fatty on purpose?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be
You better not.
Gotta be cautious.
Maybe a plumper.
Yeah.
Well, when I saw my meal for today, it's a very small portion, and I was not happy about it. I was like, this is all I have to eat? Like, I'm going to starve.
Yeah, but I mean, if it's a quarter cup or a half cup of bacon grease, it's not much, but it'll do the trick if he's a plumper.
Right.
Yeah.
He better not be plumping me up.
Why are there marshmallows in my protein shake? They're healthy marshmallows. They're diet marshmallows.
That's healthy ice cream. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Yeah.
Who put hot fudge on my chicken taco?
Mornings just got way better. You can now watch the Ace and TJ Show live, weekdays from 6 to 9 a.m. Eastern. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and wake up with us every morning.
So, as you know, if you've listened to our show longer than 5 minutes, we have a partnership with the great company called Calitrin, a.k.a. Calitrin. They like it when you call them and just say that and then hang up.
Do they?
Yeah, do that.
I bet they love that.
Yeah, the boss over there, Elizabeth, that we deal with, she answers the phone, Calitrin, can I help you? It's Elizabeth. And I go, Calitrin, and then hang up. So if you need help losing weight, Calitrin is great for you to try because they have such a huge success rate. Go on their website and look at all of the success stories they have. As a matter of fact, their website is loaded with information that could probably answer any question you would ever have about Calitrin. But know this, it's not a drug. It's not going to negatively affect any medication that you take. And you take it at night, so therefore you know it's not going to get you all jittery and everything and keep you on edge with your heart racing. And right now, if you buy 3 months supply, you get 2 months free and $20 off. It really is a great product. 3 months, then 2 months free, then $20 off at acetj.com/weight loss for Calitrin.
My name is Riggins, and I don't do well when in high pressure situations. I kind of just shut down. And the clearest example of that is when I was living in a house with my brother, and then he moved out, so I had to start cutting the yard. And I ran the lawnmower into a bush out in the front yard. And as soon as I did that, a swarm of wasps that were living inside that bush came out and started to sting me. And then I thought, okay, I don't have the experience to know what to do right now. So I freaked out. I completely melted down, freaked out, got in the car, and then drove up to the closest grocery store and ran in there, and they probably thought a bomb was about to happen because I said, "Where's your Benadryl?" I just like shouted it out at the front, in front of all the registers. "Where's the Benadryl?" And I grabbed a soda from the little cooler right next to the register, ran down the medicine aisle, could not find it, and a woman was passing. I'm like sweating. I'm like mid grass cutting. I've got grass clippings on me. I'm sweating, and I'm like, a woman's passing by. I'm like, "Can you find the Benadryl?" And she's like, "It's right there." So I like cracked it open in the middle of the aisle.
She's very calm. It's right there.
It's right there, buddy. So again, and everything was fine, but I didn't know what to do. Huh?
Had you been stung?
Dozens of times.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And are you allergic?
No.
Did you see that because of My Girl, from the scene in My Girl where he gets stung by all those wasps? Is that why you thought you needed Benadryl right away?
No.
Oh.
I just figured that's what you do. You take a Benadryl. You're right.
Yeah.
I guess, I don't know what was the point of doing. Again, that's the point I'm making. I don't do well in high pressure situations. I don't know what to do.
Well, next time you need to know what to do, and if you lie down and pretend to be dead, they'll leave you alone.
Right there in the front yard. I left the lawnmower in the front yard. Just, I didn't know what to do. That's the point I'm making. Okay, I get it. I screwed up. It's not because he's just acting like he's just faking his own death. That's what I should have done. Go watch that on YouTube. So that's the point I'm making. But have you ever had a scary experience with an everyday thing? Like, to me, it's a bush. Like, now I'm very weary of bushes. So as we approach spring, you never know what's living in there, I guess is the point. Be careful with blank. What everyday object have you had a very scary experience with? Something that seems very innocuous. You would have never guessed it.
Not like knives. I mean,
knives.
I've been cut before. Okay.
Right, guns, all that stuff. We get that, but like a everyday object. We've got a ton of answers. These things are going to blow your head off. No pun intended. But at the Ace TJ Show, be careful with blank. We'll find out next.
The Ace and TJ Show 5G app is sponsored by Papa John's. Order now on our app, the Papa John's app, or papajohns.com. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes. You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. This is Ace TJ 5G.
I'm telling you, you want to do something fun? Here's the deal. Go to acetj.com/Gaston. Scroll down. Click the Ridgeline Craft Beverage Trail and find out all about so many cool things that you can do on the Ridgeline Craft Beverage Trail. We did it Friday, coming up on a new edition of Ace at Large next week. You can follow along our little journey with me and some members of the Ace and TJ Radio family. It's great. Breweries, distilleries, vineyards, spectacular. Because it's every little thing you could ever want. If you want to place some cool places just to hang out and have some drinks, they've got that. You want a very nice place that's kind of romantic, a great place for a business meeting, they've got that. You want some places where they do some fantastic rums and you can find out more about how the rum is made and do some incredible tastings and everything, they've got that. They've got everything on the Ridgeline Craft Beverage Trail. It's 7 different locations all throughout Gaston County. So go to acetj.com/Gaston. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. acetj.com/Gaston to find out more about the Ridgeline Craft Beverage Trail.
We see these types of stories all the time, and I always wonder what in the world could have happened that would cause such a ruckus during a romantic interlude with 3 people.
Oh. Okay.
This is in Florida, and there was an argument that was started during the romantic interlude, and it ended up getting violent. A 31-year-old guy and a 20-year-old woman both struck a 29-year-old female victim, and then apparently stormed out of the house. And the guy, when he was outside for good measure, threw a cinder block through the back window of the victim's car.
Wow.
Nobody was seriously injured, but the female assailant was just charged with battery, while the man was also hit with a felony charge of throwing a deadly missile.
A deadly missile?
A deadly missile.
For a cinder block?
But how can that change so quick? How can that escalate so quickly? When you're in there, everybody's having fun. The whole thing you've just concocted as like the ultimate fun experience, a romantic interlude with 3 people. What causes that type of outburst? What could have happened? Because of course they don't put it in the story why they were in an argument to begin with, where the disagreement came from.
A little jealousy, maybe.
But how? I mean, I can see the jealousy happening, but what caused it? This specific thing. I mean, we can only speculate silently here while we're still doing radio stuff before we're on in the Share Funny, but
yeah, we got to know. That's bad reporting.
Yeah,
way horrible reporting. That's not good journalisming.
No,
because we want to know she said this or he did that, and then that made her do this.
He gave too much attention to this person, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but I can see where that stuff would go awry. But to this level, to get that vicious, something had to be crazy going on.
Yeah. And what did they call that? What was he charged with?
He was charged with throwing a deadly missile.
Deadly missile.
He's like, that was so bad. I know we just assaulted her, but now I'm going to throw a cinder block through the back window of her car. Great. What could she have done?
Yeah.
during that time.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G. Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
If you're still an influencer, you're living on borrowed time, because now there is something called, and I think this is really sad, and it just says a lot about who we've become as people. Now, the hot thing is to not be an influencer, it's to be a de-influencer. The de-influencer tells you about products you should not buy, things you should not be involved in.
And it's just so expensive. Like, this is insane. It's so expensive. This one's easy. The Ugg boots. Don't buy them. They're going to be out of fashion just as quickly as they came into fashion.
So her whole thing is to tell you what thing, don't buy fragrances. Here's why you shouldn't buy these particular items. There was this one. There's somebody who's a de-influencer about fast food. What is so funny, TJ?
A de-influencer.
He's so dumb.
Oh, now I got it.
She out here influencing D's. Look at her. Look, what's her name? What does she do? Oh, she's a de-influencer.
She's a de-influencer. I guess it all depends on how you say it. But isn't there something sad about that? That rather than, the de-influencer. My point is that's becoming the hot thing now.
Yes, it is.
Is to be somebody who tells people what, like, don't do this, don't do that. This product sucks. That's terrible. Here's why you shouldn't buy this product.
Yeah.
There's something mean about that. And I don't know. I don't want to be a de-influencer.
Too late.
Some people can't help it.
Yeah, that's true. Some people can't.
You didn't even know you were a de-influencer.
Yeah.
Stupid.
I done got hot.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel. This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv. Thanks for watching.
Make sure you watch
Thanks for watching
TJ Show on YouTube, acetj.tv. We got a bunch of shows up there. You can watch the entire Ace and TJ Show, limited commercials, or you can check out Share Funny, the uncensored, unedited podcast that we do. Ace at Large, The Meaningful Meeting. Ace's podcast is now back. TJ's Fend for Yourselves. Do we have a new Fend for Yourselves today?
That goes on today, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm glad we got to that.
Right.
TJ and Jody's house. I mean, there's so much stuff to watch. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you hit the little notification bell so you never miss when new content gets posted all the time. Be careful with blank. Be careful with blank. Maybe you've had a scary experience with an everyday thing. If you want to contribute at the Ace TJ Show, these stories are wild. Katie said, I was in the UK, and you know those phone booths that they show in the UK that are the red ones?
Red ones, yeah.
She shared a picture of that. She said, I closed the door and severed my thumb.
Ooh.
I went into shock from the blood loss before they get me to hospital to reattach it. Said my dad was stationed over there. They only had a small clinic, not equipped for major trauma. And she goes, and that was major trauma. I believe you. She goes, I'm a nurse now. It was crazy to read some of these medical
Severed her
reports.
thumb.
Severed her thumb on a phone booth.
And you're just probably going in there to take a picture or something?
Hi,
Oh my God.
I mean, there's so many of these. One girl, one woman said face wash. I tried a new one for the first time. My eyes started burning horribly. I had to go to the hospital because a large blister formed on my eyeball.
Oh, God.
Wow. Be careful. I mean, you don't need face wash.
Face wash, apricot scrub.
Oh, my God.
Like right there across the nail on the tip.
The tip of
it. Yeah, and it smarts, but it's not severing it and having to go to a clinic.
Yeah.
So I almost feel like a wuss for mine.
Yeah. Be careful with blank. Christy said, Amy said, the laundromat. Creeps will go in there and steal panties when you're not looking. Put all of your clothes into a mesh bag and wash them inside of that. Never knew that was a thing. Guys in the laundromat, like going through the wash and stealing panties out of there.
Well, and that's also, I didn't know you could wash clothes inside of a mesh bag.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope.
But you don't, if you go to a laundromat, you don't stay there with your laundry?
And don't stay there with your clothes while they're being done?
I guess some people don't.
Or you go play games or something.
Yeah. Kristen said, of handy panties with them. I don't know what that means, but
I don't know, but
they get a crew with them and they go and attack.
That's terrible, but I bet that's funny to see.
Yeah, somebody getting chased by a pack of roosters.
that would be hilarious.
Don't crow at them. Man, there's so many. Maria said, be careful with your fingernails, especially if you bite them. One day I bit my fingernail off and it got stuck in my gums. I had to go to the dentist to get it to come out. Needless to say, I never bit my nails again.
The lady said, a cab door. She opened the cab door and hit her forehead. It split her head wide open. She had to go to the hospital.
Getting hit in the forehead by a door.
But you do it to yourself.
So embarrassing.
You walk up and open a cab door and hit yourself in the head so hard that it splits your head open right above your eye.
God.
Y'all ever tripped over your drawers?
Yeah.
Yeah. When, putting them on or taking them off?
Either, yeah.
No.
Tripping?
Yeah, your feet get caught. Like if you start trying to walk too soon before your drawers are completely clear of your ankles, like you're getting in the shower or something and trip.
Yeah, Alexa, where are you going so
Yeah,
slow?
right. Like, relax, dude.
You're in motion taking your underwear off? Slow down.
Yeah, I mean, I got to hurry.
I do, man.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Yeah. I think a drug deal might have gone on in the studio this morning that I just wasn't aware of, but I need more clarification. We'll get to it coming up next.
Live from the Calitrin Studios. Find out more about Calitrin at acetj.com/weight loss. More of the Ace and TJ Show next. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. More show than you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
So tonight there is no edition of Live from the Living Room because I won't be home. But next Thursday night, get ready because it's live, not from the living room, live from the Hyatt Centric.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're gonna do live from the living room from the Hyatt Centric.
I didn't know they had living rooms.
They don't. But every room is like a living room at the Hyatt Centric. So yeah, it's cool. So we're looking forward to that. Hyatt Centric South Park, sponsor of Live from the Living Room that we do on Thursday nights. And it's just a great hotel. 2 fantastic restaurants, one on the rooftop with a spectacular view, in addition to just having great food and great service. And the rooms are always awesome. You know, waterfall showers. You've got the little lights around the bed that light up when you get out of the bed. So you don't have to turn all the lights on and wake everybody up or whatever. So the rooms are great. People are great. And they are perfect for any type of business event or event you may need to have. So find out more about the Hyatt Centric South Park.
So Gen Z is rebelling. You know, for a while, minimalism was the style aesthetic for millennials, and then it became even more popular when Marie Kondo had this Netflix series where she said, throw out anything in your home that doesn't immediately spark joy. That was her thing. If it doesn't spark joy, throw it away because you don't need it. But then somebody pointed out, well, a thesaurus doesn't spark joy, but you still need it. And I thought, well, that's a good point as well. But Gen Z is rebelling on the minimalism trend with their own. It's called #cluttercore. Cluttercore. It's carefully placed knickknacks that bring you happiness. So it may be, to some, it may look like a cluttered mess, but you know exactly where everything is, and it insulates you. It brings you a sense of warmth and comfort. But to me, I've seen some. It's been 123 million examples on TikTok, literally. I've seen some of these. It looks cluttered.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I'm glad it works for you if that makes you comfortable. But anybody else that comes over is going, oh God, it's like a I don't know, like a hoarding situation. I mean, there's stuff on every surface.
It looks like a flea market.
Looks like a bit of like a flea market.
See, but that's what I was trying to do here on my desk when you guys were giving me such a hard time because all those things brought me joy.
This is your desk. This is a workplace. This is talking
And
about
I
your
need
home.
joy at work.
You brought garbage to work.
Yeah, the empty water bottles gave her joy.
Yeah, that's
obviously
not-
because
4 empty water bottles does not bring anybody
It
joy.
brings me lots of joy. Who are you to say what brings me joy?
You're right.
Good point.
Okay.
Good point, Alexis.
Thank you.
Trash. I mean, it's trash. It's trash.
Ace TJ 5G.
So I'm pretty sure there was a drug deal that just happened in the Ace and TJ studio, and I didn't want to bring it up on the radio, but I need.
But you're going to bring it up on the radio?
I'm going to bring it up on the radio. I mean, why not? Or maybe it wasn't a drug deal. I'm not really sure, but Alexis was cooking breakfast. That's what I remember. And then she moseyed on into the other room that's connected to our main studio where one Tech D Rob works. And I hear in hushed tones say something like, Alexis, did you see the new donuts from Krispy Kreme? And I thought, is that code? I mean, the way he was talking about it, I assumed that was code for some sort of...
The style of presentation made you think something's going on with this.
Yeah, something's up. Is that code for some kind of new Delta that I don't... Delta 24?
Donuts.
Delta Donuts? Yeah, what was going on there?
No, Rob was actually showing me the St. Patrick's Day donuts.
They just sent me an email this morning.
Yeah.
You got an email from Krispy Kreme about new donuts?
Yeah.
And it's quite a lineup, let me tell you.
The Hatzel Gold donut.
Okay.
Is, chocolate iced with plaid green icing pattern.
Okay.
And a leprechaun hat sugar piece. The Golden Sprinkle donut, which is an original glazed dipped in green icing with St. Patrick's Day sprinkle blend.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a couple other ones, but the one that stood out to me was the Golden Cookies and Cream donut. It is a golden cookie cream-filled donut, shell dipped in white icing and covered in golden cookie pieces and a gold sprinkle blend.
They don't have anything sweet.
Good Lord, man.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you, golden sprinkle meant something a little bit different when I was
little golden
When I was your age. A golden sprinkle.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one.
I'll take it. Not that cookie. Not that
Just kind of get everything but the golden sprinkle
I'm
on
not
it.
trying to get a golden sprinkle.
Hold the sprinkle.
Who's applying the golden sprinkle? I need to see them
Yeah,
out in front.
facts.
Whoa. So, do you get a special deal on them, Rob, or?
No, it's just they sent an email out when the new stuff comes in. The Reese's ones, the sweet and savory ones, ended yesterday, and I never got to try them.
Oh no!
How sad.
Man, so they send it right to your email, huh? Letting you know?
I'm on all the chains that these places might have.
Yeah, they know. They're like, we got to send it to Rob right away.
Yeah.
Press release.
Yeah. What other emails have you gotten recently?
I got a Taco Bell one. The Bacon Club Chalupa is back. Let's see what else.
I can't wait to have Taco Bell again.
It's the best.
Oh, it is so
It's
good.
so good.
You got an open stream of communication between you and these fast food places.
I mean, my email box is cluttered with this stuff.
How many emails do you think you get a day, a week, whatever, from fast food places, Rob?
At least 1 or 2 a day.
Okay.
I mean, I couldn't even name that many.
Yesterday, I got a thing that says 50% off kids' meals every Wednesday at Red Robin. Don't care about that one, but every once in a while, Red Robin send me some good deals.
Yeah, mark that as spam.
Kids' meal.
They don't know anything about you.
So much temptation. I wouldn't be able to survive.
The only thing that would excite Rob about a kid's meal is if he were actually eating kids. He hates them.
Ace and TJ.
Family presents uncensored and uninterrupted. Well, almost. Right here. Let's go. This is Share Funny from the Ace and TJ Show Plus.
Yeah. What's up? Countdown is on. One more hour of work for Ace for the week before he goes on his baby moon. Going to the moon to get a baby.
Yeah.
See, that's what a baby moon should be. Because a honeymoon is right after you get married, you go on a trip. A baby moon should mean right after you get a baby, you go on a trip.
See, and I think it should be right before you start trying to have the baby. Like last trip before, you get pregnant. Because the baby moon, a man can't have a drink, that kind of stuff. You can't lay around in the sun or anything like that.
Pregnant women can't be in the sun?
Not
That's
too
what I'm
much.
saying. I'm like, what are you talking
Ain't too
about?
hot
The only
and
thing
stuff.
she can't do is just drink. She can still have fun.
She can't get her hair colored.
Yeah.
She can still go to the pool. She can still do a lot of things.
She can still smoke.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
Cigarettes. 2 at a time. Yeah. We on vacation, baby. Get 2 cigarettes at a time. Okay. We've had all kinds of stories over the years of women teachers having improper sexual relationships with students and underage kids. But I think this is the first time we've ever had a story of a lunch lady.
Whoa.
Yeah, she's 31 and accused of grooming a 14-year-old in Connecticut for months on social media. And I know when I was in school, lunch ladies didn't look like this lady does.
Yeah.
I mean, she's pretty. She's pretty. Our now, I'm not saying that our lunch ladies were hideous or anything, but they weren't 31-year-old, pretty women.
That's what I thought when I saw her picture yesterday. I was like, she does not look like your typical lunch lady.
Mm-mm. So
she's very attractive.
Yeah.
And married.
Mm-hmm.
That's not good.
And they said that the way it all started, according to the reports, she followed the young man on Instagram and then told him to add her on Snapchat as well. The victim told police he received a message from his 8th grade lunch aide on social media that said, "You want to see something?"
Whoa.
And he says that then she sent a nude photograph of herself. And then the victim asked if she sent that photo by mistake, to which she replied by sending a second one, according to the affidavit. Then she allegedly asked the teen to send her nude photographs of himself, and for months would continue to send him unsolicited nude photographs and videos of herself. Told police that she would also attend his sports games. The victim did. So she would attend my sports games and then send me videos of myself playing. Police used photo locations to confirm the victim and the lunch lady were in the same location at the time of the alleged assault. He was at a party with his middle school friends, and then he said, I gotta go do something. He left the party, and they say that he got in the car with her and they drove a short distance before having, quote, contact of a sexual nature.
Yikes.
Wow. He's 14?
Yeah. Dang. Do lunch ladies now, people working in the cafeterias at school, do they have to wear hair nets and stuff?
I would assume so.
I don't think ours did. Back then, I don't remember.
I think
because
ours did.
my friend Shannon's mom and her twin sister both worked in the cafeteria at our high school, and I don't remember them wearing hair nets. Beard nets, yes. Those things look so funny. A beard net.
Yeah.
How do you, you hook it onto your ears?
Yeah, and it comes down over your
Ew,
beard.
that's ugly.
I know.
Yeah, but it's better than
weird.
food.
Yeah, I don't want no beard
somebody's
in my food.
beard hair getting in your
Yeah.
food.
Mm-hmm. But I could see this woman still looking hot in a hairnet.
Well, especially
this
once
lunch lady.
Once she sends you her social media and everything, you're seeing her at her best.
Yes, no, she's definitely pretty.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're only seeing a headshot of her. I mean, she could be, built like a linebacker.
True.
We don't know.
But think about if you're her husband. And this happens.
Yeah.
You're gonna, the marriage comes to an end, and you're reeling, and you've got to deal with potential jail time. You've got to deal with, all of the legal aspects. It's going to drain you financially. And then ultimately, you're not even going to be with her anymore.
Yeah. Wouldn't drain me. I mean, you get you a court-appointed attorney if you can. I'm not on the hook for your defense. But then if you're the husband, you also have to worry about how it's going to come out in public that it was your fault.
Yeah, you didn't show enough attention or do enough nice things or whatever.
Yeah.
It's going to be blamed on you eventually, you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
However, if he plays his cards right, once it's all said and done, he can parlay that story into a pretty good dating life, I think.
Well, unless a woman looks at that and says, there must not be much to him if she would rather be with a 14-year-old boy.
Right.
Yeah, she's just something's wrong with her.
Is that the way you would look at it? Or would you would have a sympathy, he would have sympathy for him, Alexis?
I don't know. I just think I would be like, why would you be how are you with someone that was attracted to a 14-year-old?
Because she's sick.
Yeah, she needed to go to the hospital.
But he should have known she was sick.
Okay, not necessarily.
You don't think there was warning signs?
No, I don't think there was a warning sign that she was into 14-year-old boys. You can't blame that on him.
Yeah, she needed to go to hospital.
Yeah.
A penitentiary hospital.
That's it.
Although
Maybe she made him dress up like a kid.
Made the husband dress
Yeah.
up? Yeah. Okay.
That should have been the tip-off right there.
Yeah,
All right.
exactly.
If that happened, that might have been the tip-off. Like, I should have reevaluated this.
She's like, can you dress up like a high school student and let me pretend to be a lunch lady?
High school, middle school.
Middle school.
Yeah. But another surprise in this article to me was that I didn't know the state of Connecticut had pretty women. Lunch ladies or not.
Yeah, just in general.
Didn't your mama work in the lunchroom, Riggins, at your
Did it all.
school?
She worked in the office, the lunchroom, the library, all of it.
That was when you were in high school or middle school?
When I was in
elementary
middle
school.
Would it be like one job a year, or did she constantly move around? So like one year she was the librarian, the next year she was in the lunchroom, that kind of thing.
She did a couple years in each of them.
Which one did she like better?
The library.
Yeah.
The cafeteria was tough for her.
Not enough hot boys coming through.
I guess not. She used to come back with these huge burns on her arm.
I bet, yeah.
Crazy.
A guy named Justin just hit us up and said, I was a cafeteria employee for a while. You get to wear a ball cap now.
Oh, okay. She probably looks really cute in a ball cap.
Yeah, but I guess because she got really long hair, it pulls it back.
She has to wear in a ponytail.
Yeah, you should know all this. You ran restaurants. What are the rules?
You don't wear a hairnet. They wear hats, but we didn't have any girls in the kitchen.
No.
So I don't know.
And every man was bald? No hair?
I just know we never had hairnets back there. So
You saw more hairnets when you would go on dates than you did in the restaurants. You don't like men wearing hairnets?
No.
Oh.
I've always thought being a cafeteria employee would be a pretty good job.
What? Why? Because you just like talk to kids all day and give them food?
It just seems like, I don't know, just doesn't seem that difficult. I don't know a lot about it, but it doesn't seem super hard.
But you don't have to be around the kids, like teachers do. Teachers have to deal with them all day and stuff. They just come through and, they may say some smart ass comments or something.
You got these huge ovens. You're cooking, 7,000 tater tots at one time, put them in big pans. Kids come through, you spoon them out some food, wash it off, and go home. Seems fairly simple to me.
Yeah, I would hate the cleanup every day.
Yeah, they got to probably clean so many pots and pans and stuff.
Big ass stuff.
Yeah,
too.
I wouldn't want that.
When my mom was doing the cafeteria, she had to do all the shopping too. So Saturdays we would.
Oh,
all
really?
go
I
in
didn't. honestly, that would throw. I just thought the food arrived.
We would
Yeah, like
drive
a
up-
restaurant, it would just deliver it to them.
We would have to drive up to, I think, Winston-Salem was the closest Costco
Oh,
or
wow.
BJ's or whatever it was, and load it all up, and we'd help her like put it in the car and then bring it back to the school and then load up the pantry in there.
Oh, that's right. It was private school.
Yeah,
Private school.
that's
So there's,
a-
500 kids or whatever it was, but yeah, like 20 huge cans of peaches and
Yeah, so I didn't factor that in because I just assumed because of the way it was, you could always just look up the lunch schedule for the entire parish. Same thing as a county, but their parishes in Louisiana. The entire parish lunch schedule will be printed in the newspaper every week. So you go, okay, so Monday, all the schools are having this.
Yeah.
I just figured they just filled out an order and they shipped it to them or something.
Yeah, she had to do all the shopping. Baked beans.
Yeah, I don't think ours was parish wide. I think it was by the school because the cafeteria director lady was known as the best. Like one in probably she would get awards for the state of being the best run school cafeteria or whatever. And that's why we had. I mean, our gumbo was really good on Fridays and stuff like that.
See, I think ours
She
was set,
really good.
like the whole parish would get. Elementary schools were having this week. Middle schools were having this, and then
Yeah.
high schools had a couple of different things.
I miss fruit cup.
Yeah,
that's what they always call it. And fruit cup for dessert.
I love fruit cup.
But their chocolate cake is the best. Those big sheet cakes were absolutely the best chocolate cake still that I've ever had in my life.
We had pizza that was like the best pizza. I just remember the pizza and the fries from school were the best ever.
Square cut pizza?
No, they were triangle slices.
Oh,
I don't
really?
know if they were delivered from a local pizza place, but
Our pizza was square, and it had that whatever that grainy stuff was on the bottom of the dough.
That's cornmeal.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah, to keep it from sticking.
Yeah, it was. Just,
Yeah, I don't like that.
pizza.
And get some Pam. Spray that shit. Yeah, come on.
And the greasy cheese.
But I'm gonna be. I think this whole story is terrible though about the lunch lady. But I got to be honest. When I was 14, I would have been flirting with this lunch lady every day when I go through the cafeteria. We had like the girls' PE teacher when I was in high school, and so I started high school when I was 14. And her name was Coach Milam. She was fine, and I'd be flirting with her.
So you're saying if Coach Milan had made you the offer at 14, you'd have.
Well, she did make me the offer many, many, many times while lying in my bed at night by myself.
Oh my God.
Hey, Richie. That's terrible.
Oh.
They're exchanging like she's on Snapchat and he's getting her snap.
You know that 14-year-old kid though is like, hello, I'm like Papi Chulo over here.
But no, they're making it out like he when they got back from the sexual contact incident that his friends were saying that he was uncomfortable and he was trying to get them to show him how to block her.
Really?
Yeah.
She did something
and,
weird.
And therein lies, again, it's pointed out all the time, the difference between how they handle these things when it's a guy and when it's a girl. Because you remember, it's a really funny sketch. Saturday Night Live did a sketch after a couple of these things happened a few years ago. And Pete Davidson played like the young high school boy on the witness stand. They were like, and after this came to light, is it true that the other students were calling you names? Yes, that is correct. What type of names? They called me the man and Mr. Cool. And
Yeah, but people will still argue that it's not. It's not the same. It's not the same amount of damage that you do to a 14-year-old boy that you would do to a 14-year-old girl if the situation were reversed. I don't know. I know as a young man, before I had kids and all, I'd be laughing about this. And, man, that kid was so lucky, and but it's not as funny when you have kids and all that. What?
No, I agree with you.
You do?
Yeah.
Huh. But you say he's the Papa Chola or whatever.
Papi Chulo. I thought that maybe he
Papachula.
thought that of himself because he was like, yo, I bagged the lunch lady.
Mm-hmm.
Bro.
But as a 53-year-old man with two kids, one of them being a son, thinking about this in the same situation. It's fine for me to sit here and say, as a 53-year-old father, that she is fine and leave it at that.
This is the Share Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ family. More next. You're watching the Share Funny podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers & Associates Realty team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
If you have a business and you want to take your advertisements to the next level, then you need to be using Ace TJ Media. You want the most creative content for digital, video, and audio? It's all at Ace TJ Media. Go to acetjmedia.com.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
Here at Sweet Dreams, we love to kick back and listen to our favorite podcast, TJ and Jody's House, and hear them mention all the time the awesome furniture they got from us at Sweet Dreams. And just today, we actually had a customer come and buy a whole house full of furniture because they heard us on TJ and Jody's House.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Somebody should get fired.
That's how the
how'd you
Titanic
miss that?
sank.
Yeah, that's how the Titanic sank?
Yeah, because they were supposed to be looking out for icebergs, and they
Oh.
were like, "Oh,
I thought you meant
icebergs."
an asteroid hit it.
Yeah, I was like, well,
what version did you see?
I was gonna let it
Just eat that meat and be proud about it.
Mm-hmm. Eat that meat. Be proud.
Yes.
It sounds like a dopehead movie to me.
No.
Share Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ family. Let's go!
I found something that was really cool looking. There is a place in Australia called the Panorama Wildlife Sanctuary and Secret Gardens. Shh. Don't tell no damn body. It's a secret where these gardens are. They just said the other day what showed up that they had to rescue, they saw. You want to know what they saw? A mob of albino. Because you know, kangaroo will whip your ass.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when they look possessed. Like, oh, look at the white, solid
They
white.
look like huge rabbits.
Mhm.
I don't like
Except
that.
a huge rabbit that will beat the shit out
Yeah.
of you.
Is that just chance that these 4 albino kangaroos got together? I mean,
I don't know. I don't know.
Or do
I
they
just
like
think-
seek each other out? They're like, hey, another albino. You
Maybe
hang out
such
with
a
me.
racist. Telepathically,
Yeah.
they were just drawn to this one location. This is where the albinos are meeting today.
Kangaroos out there with a whites only rule.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Whites only.
Racist ass kangaroo.
For white.
White only. You got to be white to be in this kangaroo clan.
It said though that when they came up and they were with the other kangaroos, they left pretty quickly. Chalked it up to white flight.
Yeah. We was just checking it out.
No, they're mixing in nicely.
Why'd they need to be rescued?
I don't know.
That sounds like they were
It
fine.
sounds like they just rounded up.
Yeah.
That's what they're going to call it. We'll call it rescue.
We got 4 of them.
But that would be weird, though.
Hell yeah. Damn clan rally.
Seeing an albino anything that, you know, like if you've ever seen an albino squirrel, it's like, oh, wow, what is that?
Yeah.
They got pink eyes, red eyes. It's crazy. If you ever kill one, get it mounted.
Ew, no, never.
You wouldn't?
No.
Everybody that I knew growing up that ever killed an albino squirrel had it mounted, and you know they always placed them on a limb, like they put it mounted onto the limb like they're in a tree.
Because it's so rare.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think albino squirrels taste just as good as regular squirrels?
Yeah, yeah.
They don't taste white.
Why would that be bad?
Not real sure what that means, but okay.
Bland.
All white meat, dry.
Yeah, they dried up.
Mm-hmm.
No season.
I killed a
I like the way
black
you said
one.
it. You don't think they taste all white?
White.
I killed a black squirrel one time. It was huge. Well, it was black except it had a white stripe down its back. And when I killed it, it stunk like shit.
Stop.
I mean, it was ugh.
Better not have killed a skunk. They're cute. Can you eat a skunk?
No.
Oh.
I guess you could, but
Can y'all- do y'all eat it?
No, we don't eat skunks in Louisiana. But I did kill a solid black squirrel one time. It was really pretty.
With the fluffy ears? They're like bigger ears than a regular squirrel?
No, okay. In Louisiana, we call the smaller gray squirrels, we call them cat squirrels, and then the bigger squirrels that have red in their coloring and in their tail, those are called fox squirrels. An albino squirrel is a cat squirrel, and a black one is a fox squirrel, so it's bigger. You know.
Like this squirrel. Look how cute it is. That's a black squirrel.
Oh, it is cute.
Mm-hmm.
You better not kill cute
And they
squirrels.
taste the same, is what I'm saying. So the black one tasted exactly like the other fox squirrels, the red ones.
They're so cute.
Yeah, I think I told you that was the first thing that I ever killed hunting with my dad. He's like, well, we'll get it mounted, but we'll put it in the freezer. I said, okay. And that thing sat in the freezer for years. It just got kind of shoved to the back of our deep freeze. And was in there for a long time until finally, I think I was in college. We were cleaning the thing out. And I said, Mom, throw this thing away.
Ew.
It was in there forever.
Right.
My dad a lot of times didn't follow up.
Well, busy.
Maybe I was in high school because I killed it when I was in the 4th or 5th grade. After I'd just gotten my own shotgun. And I was like, this is going to be awesome. It's going to look great in my room. Yet it never did.
A little Louisiana kid was like, you know what I want to put in my room?
Yeah, my first
That
squirrel. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Other kids have like planets and cars. He got a dead squirrel.
I was allowed in my room. I was allowed to have all the posters had to be on one wall. So one wall was a poster collage. One wall was a gun rack that had my 3 guns in it, and I wanted to put my squirrel right above the gun rack. I was like, perfect right there.
Daddy killed my biggest dream.
Hell yeah. I should have known.
Never
Should
got
have known
my
he wasn't
squirrel
gonna follow
mounted.
up on that damn thing. That thing taxidermy.
That's just expensive, though.
Yeah. Damn, Daddy. though.
Taxidermy costs a lot.
But the first thing you ever killed. Damn. Come on, help me out here,
Sure
man.
you don't want Hot Wheels? No.
No.
I want a squirrel.
I had tons of Hot Wheels. I
Right.
wanted that squirrel on the wall.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, I could have never done that. They don't mount nay. First thing you ever killed.
Murdered it.
I didn't kill it, but I did beat it up. Your Honor.
Cow.
Yeah, but I think that would have looked great in your room next to your Cheryl Teague's posters or whatever else you got going. Daddy never got my squirrel mounted.
Never got my damn squirrel mounted.
Well, and I'm surprised now I'm thinking about it that you didn't put that in his eulogy.
Yeah.
Damn
You
it.
forgot to put that in there about him not mounting your squirrel.
Exactly.
But there are two different meanings when you mount wild game or when you mount livestock.
Oh God.
Mount livestock because like you're gonna ride it, right? Or no?
Or make the relations
Ew.
with it.
Mounted it.
That's disgusting.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
So there's 3 ways.
3 ways. No.
Well, because when it's
Not if you actually love the cow. You don't bring another one into it.
He's a real freak.
I have a threesome with 2 cows.
Yeah. Then that's when you got to go to the hospital.
Yeah, definitely.
But I don't know what they're going to do with these albino kangaroos. You know, that's the national animal of Australia, but they eat them.
I know.
Yeah, so it'd be like if we ate a bald eagle.
Which is federally illegal, right?
Yeah, it is.
Didn't they
federally illegal?
Didn't they just this week arrest a couple guys that had plans
Yeah.
to eat a bald eagle?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, federal crime.
How did they know that they had plans? Were they announcing it to
Well, they
people?
caught them. They caught them with the, I think they posted it where they killed it and they were
Stupid. People are
posted on
dumb as
social
hell.
media.
Idiots.
Yeah.
You were asking to be caught.
Oh yeah, and they probably had no idea that that's a major crime. You can't do that. They're just dumb idiots.
Yeah. I bet it would taste good though.
Mm-hmm. Probably tastes like delicious
It
chicken.
tastes like freedom. My God.
Oh my God, tastes like freedom. Tastes like our enemies.
Mm-hmm.
But if Benjamin Franklin would have gotten his way, do you think that we would be eating turkeys today? Because he wanted the turkey to be the national bird.
Oh, that would have been a dumb bird
Mm-hmm.
to have as the bird of the
But
country.
let's say we had never known any better. Would we still be eating turkeys?
No, not losing out on anything, honestly, if that was the case.
Yeah, I'm not a big turkey
Me
fan,
neither.
but I mean, would it be part of, our Thanksgiving tradition and all that?
Yeah, probably not.
But there's bald eagles are endangered, right? There's not a lot of them.
Yeah, they're off the endangered list, but
Okay.
I think they're
threatened.
Threatened or
The
whatever.
threatened list, yeah.
Well, what had happened to them?
Do what?
What had happened to them? Why were they endangered?
Oh.
Were people eating them?
Must have been, yeah.
I don't know.
But the school of thought that I think makes a lot of sense is if you want an animal you want more of a certain animal, let people eat it, and then they'll figure out some way to make more of them if they can make money off of people eating them.
True.
Like those condors out in California.
Yeah.
If they started eating those things, some capitalists will come along and say, "Hey, look, we've figured out a way we can make. We're hatching condors every day, sending them out to the grocery stores.
They'd capture them and
maybe
start breeding them all the way.
Purdue people or whatever. Them boys, them Purdue boys.
Bobby and Daryl Purdue.
The Purdues.
Isn't that the one where the dad and his 2 sons are talking about their chicken?
I don't know.
Is that Purdue?
I don't know.
Anyway, they figure out a way to do it. But I think a condor is one of the ugliest birds ever.
Kinda
A
looks like-
California condor.
Looks like a vulture, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. It looks like the cartoon. That buzzard. They're ugly. I wouldn't eat that ugly ass thing. I would tell them to their face.
Ew,
"You're ugly."
that is ugly. That looks
I
like
don't
the
know why
things
they-
from the Jungle
And it
Book.
doesn't look like it would have a lot of
save
meat if you tried to eat the thing. You know what I mean?
And why are they so worried about saving it? What's
His
the
neck
big
looks
deal?
fat. It's probably good, the neck.
What's the big deal about the California condor?
I don't think you don't want to lose any species if you can help it. I mean, it is natural though. Eventually, things die off and things come back. Whatever.
Ooh.
Yeah, but I mean, save things that are pretty.
I mean, I kind of agree with that.
With save things that are pretty.
Save everything. But if you have to choose or, give priority to one, save things that are nice to look at.
Like
That's
pandas.
what brings joy to people. Yeah, I'm going to get a lot more joy looking at a panda than I would this thing.
Yeah.
Which one do you think you get more joy out of eating?
The candor.
The
The
I'm not eating a
candor.
panda.
Yeah, but I mean, if you didn't know, somebody cooked both of them, put them out in front of you, I think you would enjoy the panda.
I'm not enjoying the panda at all. I'm
But
gonna
you
throw
wouldn't
up.
know it.
You wouldn't know.
I would know.
it. You would think, oh, this is
It
the
would
best
taste
steak
cute.
I've ever had.
No.
It'd be, especially if they made it sweet and sour. Because it's Chinese.
I'd like to have a little sweet and sour panda,
Make it
please.
Kung Pao panda.
It's funny that's meant to be shared. This is the Share Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ family. You're watching the Share Funny Podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers and Associates Realty team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232. 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
If you have a business and you want to take your advertisements to the next level, then you need to be using Ace TJ Media. You want the most creative content for digital, video, and audio? It's all at Ace TJ Media. Go to acetjmedia.com.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
Here at Sweet Dreams, we love to kick back and listen to our favorite podcast, TJ and Jody's House, and hear them mention all the time the awesome furniture they got from us at Sweet Dreams. And just today, we actually had a customer come and buy a whole house full of furniture because they heard us on TJ and Jody's House.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Somebody should get fired.
That's how the
I mean, how'd you
Titanic
miss that?
sank.
Yeah, that's how the Titanic sank?
Yeah, because they were supposed to be looking out for icebergs, and
Oh.
they were like, oh,
I thought you meant
icebergs.
an asteroid hit it.
Yeah, I was like, well,
What version did you see?
I was going to let it fly.
Just eat that meat and be proud about it.
Mm-hmm. Eat that meat. Be proud.
Yes.
It sounds like a dopehead movie to me.
No. It's a very, like, brain type movie.
Oh,
A very like brain type movie.
Yeah.
Save that clip. It's like a very like brain type movie.
You know.
Yeah,
I get it.
that was a that's an all-time classic, Alexis. Oh, right there.
In your app store. Now, more of the Share Funny Podcast.
I saw 2 hacks yesterday. And I usually don't go in for the hacks. You know, they just say just a lot of times they don't even work. But you know what? I saw a man who videoed himself at McDonald's getting a Fanta orange drink and then pouring half and half in it and making it an orange cream drink.
Ooh.
Well, I'm going to say 3 now. And then I saw somebody else who had an orange Fanta at McDonald's and a vanilla cone and dumped that vanilla cone upside down in there.
That'd be delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like a Fanta float.
And then the other one, there were these strawberries laid out on wax paper, washed and dried. And you know, it's a pain even when you get that little cup of chocolate that you melt in the microwave, you have to keep stirring it and all that. This lady took a bowl of hot water and a Hershey bar, a plain Hershey bar, and it was still in the wrapper. Put it in the hot water till it melted inside the paper, and then she cut the edge the corner off of it, and then drizzled it over the strawberries.
Oh.
Now, how smart is that?
That's super smart. Just made chocolate syrup.
Yeah, in the plastic.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah. It's like somebody cooking the hot dogs still in the package.
Ew, weird.
Throwing the
Yeah.
Well, it's the same thing. I mean, it's,
Yeah, I know. I don't know why it seems just like weird with meat. Any type of meat, like do not cook it in the package in hot water.
But you know that Chef Rocco?
Yeah.
I saw him one time, all the things that he cooks that's inside the food saver plastic. Like he'll put the food saver and suck the air out of it and all. And then when he's ready to cook it, he throws it in the pot, still wrapped up.
Really?
Yeah. Now I wouldn't do that.
No.
Because I want the seasoning to get all up in it.
Yeah. See people do it with steak a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Cook it in hot water and then take it out and sear it. But something about that seems weird.
Yeah. Boiling beef. Just,
Yeah.
You know. Although a great name for a grunge band, Boiling Beef.
Hello.
It's not my thing.
No, man.
How many people boil hot dogs? Weenies.
That's so weird to me.
But I mean,
I do.
People, that's the way they have them on hot dog carts.
Yeah.
Do they? They're just in a big bowl of
water, hot water,
Boiling hot water. Yeah,
dirty water hot dog.
Yeah.
No, I cook it on skillet top.
Is that
a skillet top,
Chicago?
really? You don't
They
make
have
one?
them boiled like that, Riggins?
That's just how my mom always made them. Put them in
mine too.
That's how we made them.
pot of boiling water.
Yeah. Lucky Dogs in New Orleans. It's the big thing of water. They're all in that hot ass water.
No.
Because that way they get juicier. They plump up with that water, and then you can fry them or whatever. But I never do.
Oh. No, I just cut a few slits into the hot dog. I put a little bit of oil inside of a pan, and I just or a skillet, and I just roll it around till it's nice and crispy on the outside.
I like a butterflied weenie.
I do. That's how Five Guys does it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Because that way you can split it open, and then it holds your bacon and your,
and cheese.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I can't wait. And a nice bun. A bun is what makes a hot dog. Always.
You think?
Oh yeah, I think so.
So, if today you decided, hey, I'm going to be a cheat day from the rest of today, and you're heading home from work, what are you getting on the way that's in your path, or not too far out of your way that you would stop and get?
What just popped into my head as soon as you were asking that was Sonic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I would get chili
That's
cheese
solid.
fries. I would get a hot dog because we've been talking about them, so I'd want one. And then I would get one of their burgers plus a slushie.
Plus
a hot dog.
slushie.
What do you say? Hot dog.
Slide that
taste?
slushie in there at the end.
Chili cheese fries.
Chili cheese fries.
A burger with bacon on it.
Yeah.
She's been stuck on this chili cheese thing for like a week now. Every time she's like, with chili and cheese on it.
I love it.
I saw a woman on the line yesterday who took a turkey, seasoned the outside of it with stuff, and then turned it over where the cavity is facing up. And you know what she did?
What?
She put a block of Velveeta in it.
What?
and then cooked it in the oven. And the Velveeta was just coming out all over the top of that turkey, like making a Velveeta glaze over it.
What?
I know, it was weird.
That is weird.
It didn't look good at
super
all.
weird. Yeah, it doesn't
didn't.
sound good.
That's a waste of Velveeta.
Right.
It's weird. Some of those things you go, what is going on here?
Have y'all seen the lady that does all of her recipe demonstrations with one, like a baby on her hip?
No.
And then the other is a toddler that'll sit up there and throw stuff into the crock pot. Yeah, she's pretty funny. I'd be like, these babies on my nerves.
Yeah.
I'm trying to cook up in here.
That's crazy. Velveeta just stuffed in a turkey.
Kelly asked, have you all ever tried a deep fried hot dog?
Yeah.
I have not.
I would love that though.
The whole thing?
Oh, that would be good with the bread fried too. I would love that.
That's how I picture it.
The
Like,
weenie being fried. Yeah, you can't fry the bread, I wouldn't think.
Why not?
Okay.
Unless you did For some reason, yesterday I was looking at all these different ways to do egg rolls. So it was like a bacon cheeseburger egg roll, where you just you take it and you put the wonton. What do you call those things? The wrapper deals, and you wrap it up and then fry it. And then when you bite into it, it's cheeseburger or hot dogs.
The place that Ace went for lunch yesterday, they had that on the menu because I looked at the menu.
They have what?
Cheeseburger egg rolls.
They did?
They did, because I was like, oh, you should get that when you go. I was telling him what you should have ordered.
He said where he was going, and she was like...
And I was like, oh, I got to look at the menu.
I love a Southwestern egg roll.
I had a salad with some salmon.
Boring.
Vinaigrette dressing. It was delicious.
Should have had a side salad with cheeseburger egg rolls.
Former intern Adam said, hey, speaking of hot dogs, I don't know if you've ever been to Burrito Loco here in Mooresville, but they started selling Mexican-style hot dogs, and they are delicious. They're called Loco Dogs.
Yeah, you know where that place is?
No.
It is over by... do you know where... Like going toward our friend Freddie's original gym?
Yeah.
Down on 150?
Yeah.
It's on the left, like by that Napa store.
Okay.
In that little shopping area right there.
Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about.
But speaking of former intern Adam, he sent a thing yesterday when Alexis was talking about how beautiful the nipples are that they have featured on HBO. And he said that he went to school with a girl whose nickname was Combos. Because she flashed everybody one time, and her nipples looked like combo snack. Those combos. So that was her nickname.
That's a great nickname.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not great for her, but as nicknames go, whoever thought of that, well done.
But there's also a nickname that you can't tell people how you got it. Why they call you combos?
Yeah.
I don't know. Because you're not going to say, well, Dad.
They look like those stuffed pretzel snacks.
They say my nipples look like combos.
That's so weird.
Yeah,
She
it's a
has
good
some
one.
fat nipples.
That's incredible.
They're like, Damn. Look at nipples looking like combos.
I would have died laughing if I was
You like
sitting
those,
there.
don't you? Combos.
Combos are
Reeves?
okay.
You like corn nuts better.
I like corn nuts way better,
The
but a
pizza
combo
combo.
also is a good road trip snack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same
They
family, I
have the
think.
pizza ones, right?
Yeah, pizza
Yeah, the pizza,
combos,
cheese.
pretzel and cheese.
Corn nuts is I think a better nickname than combos.
I don't know.
If you're talking about a guy, like when there for a while I was calling you corn nuts.
No, corn
Yeah,
nuts.
what are you talking about? Corn nuts?
You ain't talk about nothing, corn nuts. Shut up.
I still like them, but the combos is attached to something on you.
Yeah, you don't
I just happen to
literally
want-
have corn nuts.
Not yet.
That'd be funny.
Damn, I mean,
You got a pair of corn nuts.
and then how long did the flash last for them to be able to know? I mean, could have
We
been
didn't take
had to be more than a.
I mean, that kind of stands out, though, right? Like, if you're looking, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
But I mean, if it's just a and back down, up, down.
Maybe it was hard to get her shirt down.
The shirt got caught on him.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Her shirt got caught.
But she might have done a lift the shirt and then, swinging them side to side.
Give a little show.
Ew.
Yeah, swinging her nipples.
It's like they're about to fly off.
Put on some safety goggles around it.
Ew.
Oh,
Damn.
God.
And that's something that even after you're an adult, you got your own family and everything, that's something that would wake you up in the middle of the night. Oh, they call me combos. They said my nipples are like combos.
That's gonna pop back up at the reunion. Somebody's gonna go. You say combos.
Would
What's
you
up,
ever,
combos?
Would you ever tell your husband that?
No.
What?
No, he's thinking it.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. He's gonna look at my nipples, so I might as well say it.
That's what I'm saying. So you
Just be like, look at this funny thing.
I don't want to open myself up to any more ridicule.
You know what they called me in high school?
And he finishes the sentence for you.
Combo.
I mean, I think that's got to come. That's got to come up in conversation. Say, yeah, I'm kind of self-conscious about my nipples. Really? Why? Before we go any farther, like he hasn't seen them yet. Before we go any farther, I'm a little self-conscious about my nipples. Oh, why? Well, because everybody in high school compared them to a salty, crunchy snack called combos. But then he's got to be nervous at that point, waiting to see them. It's like, oh my God, I bet it's. Hopefully they don't smell like corn chips.
Ugh.
Wouldn't it smell like corn chips?
That's bad. Yeah, I mean, and it's in high school too, like, fragile
Why was
time.
she flashing?
Yeah.
Why was she flashing? See, that's what you got, take from this lesson here.
She was being generous.
It would have never happened had she not flashed. Nobody would have known had she not flashed everybody.
Unless she had some asshole boyfriend that went around telling him.
Well, in high school, should she have been letting him see him eat?
Right.
Wow.
But how do you keep those camouflaged? If they're the size of combo snacks.
You were talking about Jennifer Aniston had trouble.
I know.
She probably has to wear like 5 bras or something. Layers, honey, layers.
Yeah, that's a lot of layers. I mean, at that point,
Maybe
you just
she will
got to
tape
let them
them
go.
down.
Just quick carrot, is that it?
Share funny from the Ace and TJ family. More next. You're watching the Share Funny podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers & Associates Realty team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
If you have a business and you want to take your advertisements to the next level, then you need to be using Ace TJ Media. You want the most creative content for digital, video, and audio? It's all at Ace TJ Media. Go to acetjmedia.com.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
Here at Sweet Dreams, we love to kick back and listen to our favorite podcast, TJ and Jody's House, and hear them mention all the time the awesome furniture they got from us at Sweet Dreams. And just today, we actually had a customer come and buy a whole house full of furniture because they heard us on TJ and Jody's House.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Somebody should get fired.
That's how the
I mean, how'd you
Titanic
miss that?
sank.
Yeah, that's how the Titanic sank?
Yeah, because they were supposed to be looking out for icebergs, and they
Oh.
were like, oh,
I thought you meant
icebergs.
an asteroid hit it.
Yeah, I was like, well,
What version did you see?
I was going to let it
Just eat that meat and be proud about it.
Eat that meat. Be proud.
Yes.
It sounds like a dopehead movie to me.
No. It's a very, brain type movie.
Oh,
A very brain type movie.
Yeah.
Save that clip. It's like a very brain type movie.
You know.
Yeah,
I get it.
that was that's an all-time classic, Alexis. Oh, right there.
Welcome back to the Share Funny podcast on Ace TJ TV. Hey, it's funny you'll share. The Ace and TJ family presents the Share Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ Show.
All right, it's Thursday, and it's time for the one-star strip club reviews hosted by our own little cocaine bear, Riggin.
Cocaine bear.
Right.
Yeah. Cocaine bear?
But you're a cute cocaine bear.
No cocaine.
No, but it's fun saying cocaine bear.
Cocaine bear. This is where we go across the country and read real one-star reviews from the internet. These are all real, and these are all brand new. These were all done within the last 2 weeks. So people are back at the strip clubs. I think that's the good news about the pandemic being over. People are back to being dirtballs that leave real one-star reviews on the intranet. We will start in Alito, Texas, at a place called Temptations. John left a 1-star review. So I had 4% on my phone. I was texting my girlfriend back, and they took my phone. I admit I was kind of drunk, but I swear to God, they charged me $40 to get it back. Wait till you're 21 and go somewhere else.
What?
Hello. Curveball there at the end.
Wait until you're 21.
Yeah. He was not 21, I guess.
Maybe they have a 18 to not drink, and they give you an armband.
Some places will do that.
When you just can't wait.
You're just itching to get into the titty bar. We'll go to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, at a place called Show and Tell. Andrew left a 1-star review. This strip club was whack as hell. The sex show where the chicks insert dildos into each other's vaginas was also whack. My advice, save your money and go elsewhere.
Is that even legal?
I don't know.
That seems not legal. That's whack, bro.
It's whack.
Yeah, that is whack.
That's so
Welcome to
whack.
Philly. Yeah. Then we can go to Roxy's Showgirls in Fort Worth, Texas. John left a 1-star review. $25 cover and $5 to park. If you like them big and out of shape, this is the place for you. $20 for a lap dance, and they will try to scam you out of more. 1 star.
So they were so big and
if you like
not
them,
to his liking.
Yep. Bullshit.
But then he got a lap dance.
He did end up getting a lap. They all do that. So I took her back to the VIP and spent $700 with some ugly chicks. Then we can go to Fuzzy Holes in Johnson City, Tennessee.
Gotta love that.
Yeah, I was recently in Johnson City, Tennessee for a big night out, and we actually did a small town adventures in Johnson City, Tennessee, and I did not run into fuzzy holes anywhere. However, Johnson City, Tennessee did not seem like a place that wouldn't have a strip club called Fuzzy Holes.
You're not shocked at this information, is what you're saying.
That's like the best name ever. Okay, go ahead.
You know, also two residents of female residents of Johnson City, Tennessee, that were sitting next to us at the Jelly Roll concert were asked to leave because they had been warned over and over, repeatedly, to put their shirts back on.
Oh, golly!
So maybe they work.
That's the vibe out there.
At the Fuzzy Hole.
Females?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just plural, Fuzzy Holes.
That's how they roll in Johnson City, Tennessee.
Alexis loves that one. Tom left a 1-star review. I went in long enough for each girl to introduce herself and shake my hand. By the way, this one girl's hand felt more manly than mine, and I'm a steel worker. There was only one good-looking girl in the place, and she couldn't dance to save her own life. Did I mention she was stuck up? They should change the name of this place to the Dog Pound. At least that would be more honest. This is one place I'm glad they can't take their clothes off. 1 star. So, not a fan of Fuzzy Holes.
Well, hey, and then Leslie pops up on YouTube and she says, "Oh, I know where Fuzzy Holes is."
Oh,
yeah.
I bet you do.
Oh, my gosh. So, it's a weird one.
But if you're the only good-looking girl at a strip club working, I bet you can't get to all the customers. You probably got a big line of people waiting if you're the only one.
Yeah. Busy.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to shut it down now. From this part of the line back, I'm not going to be able to see all of y'all.
Yeah.
Should get overtime. Strippers get overtime, right?
I don't know.
Bent overtime.
Yeah. Then we can go to the nation's capital, Washington, D.C., at a place called Empire Club. Tony left a 1-star review. Beware, beware, beware. The Empire Club needs to be investigated by the Fed. I felt as though I was drugged and pickpocketed and robbed. If you're a dumbass and you go, verify all prices and whatever you do. Do not let them talk you into having a tab. Pay for everything as you go. The dancers sucked, the bouncers were assholes, and management can eat a dick. 1 star.
I like that part. I do.
So, are all those things he mentioned, are those federal crimes?
I think so. I believe so. Straight to penitentiary. Federal lockup. Then we can go to Latham, New York, at a place called Night Moves. Joe left a 1-star review. I wouldn't come to this place if someone paid me. The girls are by far the most disgusting, grimy, ugly girls that have ever walked the face of the earth. This is the place that you come to before committing suicide because it makes you feel less ugly.
What?
Doesn't even make sense. Not to mention the general manager, Wolf. Wolf thinks he's running a 5-star gentleman's club from Las Vegas when the girls look like they should be waitressing at a 24-hour diner in Kansas. I honestly threw up about 4 times just from the smell and the look of the girls in this place. Do not ever go there. Ever. 1 star.
I don't believe he actually threw up.
I can't imagine. Wolf's kind of a cool name, though.
But they always compare... when they talk about the ultimate strip clubs and all, they mention Vegas. I think this is a Vegas strip club. Or, hey, newsflash, we ain't in Vegas.
This is a titty bar on the side of the highway. Get real. Then we can go to Leather and Lace in Gastonia, North Carolina.
Oh, I know where
The gas house.
Rob, you ever been there?
No, I've never been to it, but I've driven past it.
Oh.
Is this in part of the tourism of Gaston County that we advertise, Ace?
Absolutely not.
No, it's not in that. They don't.
You don't want to be associated.
That wasn't part of your,
that at all. Yeah.
Your trip last Friday.
Yeah, they don't have a trail for this.
Downtown Gastonia.
Yeah. Mark left a 1-star review. It is so horrible. The manager, Alex, is a racist and disrespects all the dancers and talks to them and treats them like shit. Sorry. Very rude and disrespectful. You need to get rid of him. He is just not right how they treat people in there at all. They pick and choose what dancers they like and show respect and want to make money because every time I have gone there, they sent an ugly, uptight bitch my way. Always with an attitude and trying to overcharge me. 1 star.
Every time.
Every time they send an ugly, uptight bitch my way.
These are terrible. It's just awful.
My favorite thing, though, by far so far, is that management can eat a dick.
Yeah, I mean, it's awful. Awful. Then we can go to Honolulu, Hawaii. I don't think we've ever gone out to the island, the main island.
Yeah, you're right. We've never had one from Hawaii.
So, Club 939. Joe left a 1-star review. I spent 4 hours enjoying the company of a friend and $3 gin and tonics. It was happy hour. And as we got up to leave, we realized there was not any talent worth turning around to watch the entire time we were there. Seriously? A titty bar with only A and B cups? Really? Not one C cup in the house? It's kind of surprising that 5s and 6s have the confidence to get naked in front of people. Is it drugs? I don't know. 1 star. 1 star.
5s and 6s.
Come on. So, yeah. Then we can wrap up in King of Prussia at a place called Just Enough Lounge. John left a 1-star review. Tony, the owner, is a piece of shit and an anti-Semite. A new owner would be best for business. If you like any of the girls working there, you can see them at other better clubs. 1 star.
The Share Funny Podcast is a production of the Ace and TJ family. To get more Ace and TJ 24/7, download the Ace and TJ app. Just search for Ace and TJ in your app store. All Share Funny material copyright ATJ Incorporated.